Oh, no problem. All right, what's going on, everybody, man? This your boy Up Chuck Gaming, and this is a special podcast, man. I've been wanting to do this for a while. You know what I'm saying? And we definitely about to have some fun today. We are going to have some fun today. I got three killers with me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's definitely going to be a treat, man. So I hope you guys are ready. First and foremost, I definitely want to introduce the panel, man, starting with my man, Strawhat, the reigning champ in Dragon Ball Fighters, man. Introduce yourself, bro.
Hey guys, how's it going? This is your boy Strawhat Mod here. What exactly do you want me to?
No, just a quick intro, man. You know,
Okay.
nothing crazy.
Okay, yeah. I've been playing fighting games for a long time since, I was like 18, 19, competitively at least. Okay. And I've been playing Dragon Ball Fighters since it first came out. And a little bit backstory, I played like other fighting games like Marvel and other 2D fighters as well, like Blaze Blue and Persona, Street Fighter, all that.
I respect it, man. I definitely respect it, and thank you for coming through. We definitely gonna get into your matches over the weekend, man, because you showing out a little bit, bro. You definitely showing out a little bit, man. But next, I will definitely introduce, man, a vet, with the online arcade. Not as much as my man Zeke, but he kind of came onto the scene, put his name out there. My man Kazukii, Kaze, man, say what's up to the people.
Hey, what's up, guys? Well, as you guys know, my name is Kazukii Kaze. I go to NOBC and I enter the House of Chaos pretty often lately. I go to majors. I only started fighting games at the beginning of 2018, so I'm still freshly new to the FGC community.
Wow.
From what apparently I do extremely well for a first year competitor. That's pretty much about it. I'm still learning the ropes of things, so go easy on me, I guess.
Nah, that's all good, man. You definitely strong first year. I wish. Anyway, I wish. And last but not least, man, I definitely gotta give a huge shout out to my man Zeke, man. Zeke, man, talk to the world, fam.
What's up, y'all? Zete. I've been a part of it. I've been like participating in TOA's tournaments for a little while. Like since what would you say? Like May-ish, like April, May-ish,
March actually.
I've been
our first
like March.
Yeah, for Dragon Ball.
Yeah. I think that was the very first one. Dang. Okay.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah. So I've been participating in y'all's stuff for a while. So they've always been fun. I've been doing like competitive game. I've been into competitive fighting games at least for a little like a year and a half. And it started with Street Fighter V. So that was the first game I even learned what frame data was, So I haven't been at it like super long. I've been in a little bit longer than Kazukii. You couldn't tell the boy didn't caught up. It's crazy. Hoping to get better though, because I'm in college still, so I don't have enough time to like really devote to it as much as I'd like to. And it's in the middle of nowhere. College towns are in the middle of like nowhere. So like I'm trying to find the closest scene possible. Just found out Strawhat lives pretty much in the same city. So I'm hoping to start linking up with him and start getting some more grinding and some more practice in. So
yeah, definitely, bro.
Yeah, man, that's what's up, man. I'm glad you guys met up like that, bro. That's really sick, man. That's why we tell everybody join the Discord, bro. The Discord is lit. Got all kind of people up in there, man. You never know who you're gonna find in there. But anyway, man, all kinds of cool people. For real though. So before we get started, I just kind of wanted to throw this out there, man. What was you guys' day one team? I'll start with you, Kazukii. Like, what was your day one team in this game?
Actually, you guys are gonna be surprised. My day one team is the team I used in the tournament yesterday.
Word?
For real?
Yeah, the Android 18 Adult Gohan Goku. That's the team I used in the beta.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
Wait. Even the team order 2 and everything?
That's crazy.
Wait, what happened?
Like even the team order and everything?
Yeah, the team order is the same too.
Wow. Before he even knew what a point was, he was running it the right way.
For real. My man had it all planned out, bro. All right, what about you, Zeke? Zeke, what about you?
Me? I messed around with a few teams, but like day one was day one. It was Hit, Trunks, and Kid Buu. And then I think in the first TOA tournament, I ran Hit, Goku Black, and Adult Gohan. So like I moved stuff around like in the it was like a couple months after release. So like I moved around a little bit. But Hit was day one. Like as soon as they even show his his old breakdowns, I'm like, I gotta use them. You know, I gotta use them. So like like I wish he had a faster load, but it's all good. So we got Hit, Trunks, and then Kid Buu. Before I realized Kid Buu was dope, I used him in the beta. Trunks, like I realized I had too many characters that couldn't they all had left right. They didn't have a lot of up down mix ups. So like I started moving stuff around and like but yeah, that was day one. Hit, Trunks, and Kid Buu.
All right, what about you, Strawhat?
Okay, so honestly, probably my it's funny how my team progression went from like the very first from when the game first came out stuff. I'm like the furthest from Kazukii. But my first team was Beerus, Gotenks, and Vegeta.
Boy.
Like so
I don't even know what to think about. That's crazy.
Yeah, like it's so funny too because I'm like, man, Beerus, he got some potential. And then I was one of those people, right, where I picked up Gotenks day one because I'm like, I like Beerus, and then I want a utility character. So I picked up Gotenks. I'm like, Gotenks actually look like he got a lot to work with, so I picked him. I tried out Gotenks, and I'm like, dang, this character is really good. He probably low-key top tier. And then, all these people were saying, like, he low tier at the beginning of the game and stuff. I'm like, man, y'all crazy. But then Vegeta, and then, after playing the game for a couple of months, I dropped Beerus, put Hit on the team.
like everybody else.
like 2 months in, because after 2 tournaments, I played him. And then I think it was like the second, Zete, I don't know if you know about Brutality or the Brutality tournaments or her about.
Yeah. Jackal
Yeah. The second tournament I went to, I won the first one, but the second one I went to, I got third. And when I was playing players that were actually of a higher level, I realized something. I realized like, with Beerus, I can't do anything right now because it's like just so easy, just super dash at him and like it didn't matter. So I dropped him, picked up Hit, and I liked Hit, but I kind of didn't like the team overall because I'm like, this team is still missing something. So I dropped Hit, tried Broly, and when he came out, I kind of like Broly, and I'm like, nah, this still ain't it. This still ain't it. So then I'm like, what do I want? So then I chose thought about, I'm like, okay, I'm a Gotenks main. I love Gotenks. So let me just focus around him. So I'm like, what can I do? At this point, Vegeta wasn't nerfed, so his assist was still stupid. So I'm like, Kid Buu. Let me just pick up Kid Buu, see how it goes. And, it great, but then, later Vegeta got nerfed. So then I'm like, okay, I'm dropping Vegeta because this team was mainly just for pressure / mix.
True.
I couldn't really do it. So drop Vegeta. And I've been waiting for Vegeta because Vegeta's my favorite DBZ character. Picked him. Happy that the two have great synergy between Gotenks and Vegeta. So I'm like, this is perfect. I need a third. I tried Zamasu. I liked the team fusion idea, but it wasn't like... it wasn't all that good. I mean, it was actually pretty good, but the synergy between Vegeta and Zamasu is not really like that potent. So then I just dropped Zamasu for Goku, and then that's how I got my team now.
I respect it, man. I definitely respect it. I think my day one team was like Hit, Adult Gohan, and Goku, Super Saiyan Goku. And if you know me, man.
Day one team, you mean like day one of game release?
Yeah.
Like straight out the box.
Like straight out the box. Like, no lab design.
So that beta was day one for me. My actual day one release team was 18 Teen Gohan and Goku Black.
Oh, 18 Teen. Wow. Okay. That's a weird team. Wow.
Yeah, it was super weird, but hey, it got W's, bro.
Yeah, hey, if it works, it works.
That's all that matters, man. Like I said, I definitely fell in love with Hit, man. Like, I seen Hit for the first time. I was just like, bro, I have to play this character, man. Like, my team, because the team I wanted to do was Frieza, Beerus, and Hit. I was like,
Yikes.
hell no.
Okay,
Hell no, that team was just terrible. That team doesn't
is
really have
that
anything.
Rhyme Styles team? That sounds like Rhyme Styles team. That sounds like Rhyme.
I think that is his team, bro. I think, but
yeah.
but it's like because for me, like Frieza's like my favorite character, like in all Dragon Ball, man. And you know when you first see Beerus, like in Battle of the Gods, I'm like, oh, he's a badass. And I'm pretty sure he's going to be good in the game because he's pretty damn good in the movie. You know, that's what you think. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then in Hit is, of course, it's just like I said, it's a badass character, bro. So I'm like, that was kind of like the team I wanted, but I'm like, that shit ain't gonna work, bro. Like it's just not gonna work. It's definitely not gonna work, man. It's definitely not gonna work, man. But let's get into it, bro. So we did have this Budokai 2 tournament over the weekend, and we had like the two strongest competitors in here in Strawhat and Kazukii Kaze. So Strawhat, I'm gonna start Strawhat.
Oh,
I'm gonna start with you.
Two strongest competitors and me. Damn, I feel oof.
No, he said two of the strongest competitors. Like,
two of the strongest competitors in the tournament, which was you and Kazukii Kaze. Yeah. And
you good.
No, I'm gonna get it right. My bad. Don't hit me. Don't hit me with the Hoshi, bro.
Damn, I ain't mentioned that I'm 1 year competitor. I go down in the rank like that. I'm like,
I didn't even enter the tournament.
That actually competed in the tournament, man. The two strongest guys, man. So before we get to grand finals, Strawhat, definitely want to just give your thoughts like on the run you had, because you did get all the way to winning finals, did got bumped to losers finals. So in your fights leading up to grand finals, what did you find? Did you find anything difficult or anything? Like what was your run like?
Well, okay, so here's the thing. And I'm pretty sure you guys obviously didn't know about this, but actually, me and Kazukii, we were already in another online tournament, right?
Oh, okay.
At this very same time, like as y'all tournament was going. So when I was playing in the other online tournament, I already got to kind of understand how Kazukii plays, and I'm pretty sure it was vice versa too. Like he understood kind of how I played and stuff.
Okay.
So when we finished that tournament and we were coming back into this tournament, I mean, I already obviously, I didn't know what to expect when it comes to fighting people I didn't know. I just played like how I normally play.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a very adaptive person, so when it comes down, and I used to play a lot of Marvel. So when like a lot of Marvel, like to a point of obsession. So one of the people I normally play, he was like a really strong competitor, and he got like even top 16 at Combo Breaker, which used to be UFGT at the time, but he's a really strong competitor in that game. So he's a scramble-ish player. So I had to kind of get like that. So I think because of that, I'm so very adaptive. And when it comes down to it, when I lost to Kazukii, I knew it was like, okay, he adapted to my style. So I'm like, in my head, I had like a mental coach that was like a voice that was telling me like what the switch up is, because I mean, normally people, they have coaches and stuff to help them like see what their flaws are and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Me personally, I never really had that, because I mean, apparently people really couldn't find distinctive problems with my game style. It just, I just happened to get hit, or I just happened to, get opened up here and there. So like, and to me, that kind of got annoying because it's just like, I know I'm doing something wrong to get opened up. And then it's like, okay, well, let me just be my own coach. So when Kazukii sent me to losers, I had a mental playback of kind of like how the match was going and how the parts that I got opened up at. And then when I went into losers with fight KDZ.
Yeah, bro. Like, let's talk about that, because dude, you put the pause on. Like, KDZ won her last tournament pretty damn easy, bro. Like, and you just kind of made him look like a regular player. So what happened in that matchup?
Okay, well, at this point, because you have to, in order for me to explain it, you kind of have to understand my mentality when it comes to these kind of fights overall.
Mm-hmm.
When I used to first be in the FGC, when I first came to the FGC, I held high, like extremely high level to like pro level players such as KDZ, because I mean, I remember him from back in Injustice 1, you know, I played that game as well.
Okay.
And he also played Superman just like me, so I looked up to him. And when it comes to players like that, I used to kind of, I wouldn't say even like idolize them, but I put them on a pedestal like, okay, don't try this because they won't fall for that. They won't do that. They won't fall for this. They won't fall for that. After a while of getting experience and understanding for more fighting games, because like I said, I'm very versatile when it comes to playing multiple fighting games, I kind of understand like, okay, they're players still just like me. They just make less mistakes. But I'm thinking like after a while, especially playing Dragon Ball Fighterz, I'm like, you know, in my head, it's kind of like all the characters, even though everyone plays differently, they still are those characters that they're using. So, so because of that, it doesn't really restrict me on how I choose to play. So because of that, when I play KDZ, I'm just thinking like, okay, just get a feel for what he does. Okay, he's aggressive here. I see that he is a very patient / he's a passive aggressive player, more leaning on the aggressive side, but I can deal with that because those kind of players are usually strong in the neutral kind of, but they also tend to like sort of crack for the hit, sort of. So because of that, I'm like, okay, I kind of got the better scramble team because my team is a little bit more neutral central than his. I felt like. So I'm like, because of that, I can get more opportunities to hit him if I just play my cool, make him come to me because he made it apparent that he needed to get close. So I played like that at first, kind of get a feel of how he was. Then kind of once I got a feel for it, that's when I kind of went off. Like, it just clicked. Because after that, I'm like, okay, I can get you here. Oh, you sparked here. Oh, that's cool. Oh, nope, 2H or whatever. Pull in your assist. Like, because now I also like am reaffirming my Marvel mindset where snap in the assists or whatever. So now I'm starting to do that a lot more where I pull in. I mean, it's not the same as like Marvel, because in Marvel, when you snap in an assist and it all takes one mix up and they die. And obviously that doesn't happen here. But I mean, the general concept is still somewhat there because at least I can pressure you to keep on and keep depleting your bar. And it may make you be antsy and do stuff like Z change or alpha counter or whatever else you need to do to get your character out of there. But if I can disrupt your team, that's a good mentality still. So, you know, that was kind of what I was rooting for, especially at the end there where it was a 2-2. So.
All right. So, Kazukii, man, you definitely look really, really good in this tournament, bro. I mean, it looked like everything was just flowing for you, like everything was going in your direction. So let's talk about how you ended up in grand finals because, like I said, you was playing clean.
So my first best of 5 match, I believe, was versus KDZ. Yeah, it was versus KDZ, and since he won the first TOA tournament that I was in, I was actually kind of worried about playing him, and I was like, damn, I really don't know how I'm gonna do this. And then I saw that he used the Ginyu, so I was like, oh, because Ginyu's like one of my worst matchups, because I play against like Double L and Sheen and all those top Ginyu players, Lord Knights, etc. So I was like, Jesus, another Ginyu, what am I gonna do? And as I was playing him, I realized that he didn't rely on Ginyu as much as the other Ginyu players I played, so I tried to solo Ginyu out and leave him for last. And after it worked in game 1, I kind of just repeated the process until he tried to do something about it, but he never really actually did something about it to like force me to be like, all right, let me handle Ginyu first So I was just like, you know what, this is fine. And then that's how I 3-0'd him. But he was definitely still a strong player. Like his mentality was really good. His defense was good. Like there were definitely things I had to worry about in the gameplay. And I saw him adapting with every round. So I was starting to, instead of rushing, I was trying to be more patient, especially since like Ginyu is such a good set play character compared to 18.
Mm-hmm.
So since he has the better set play, I was like, you know what, maybe I just have to ease it down. And I was just really waiting for like, because after playing Ginyu so much, you learn the cycles of Ginyu. So it's like after he uses Jice and Birder, that's when I know I can approach, because then he has to go through Guldo, which he has to set up, or Waste. Then he has to set up Raccoon. Raccoon, I just have to get past Raccoon, or I have to simply don't go at him. And then when he gets back to Birder, that's when I got to go back on the defense, because I can't go into the sky, and then I have to deal with Purple Comet right after that. So,
okay. I definitely, like I said, he was definitely playing clean in this tournament, bro. But let's get into this grand finals, man, because man, oh man, it was the first set was so close, like, and then so I kind of want to get Kazukii thoughts on this, because you know then I get Lord Knight, call you Lord Knight, Strawhat. I'll
Lord
definitely give you a story since you was the winner, but Kazukii, man.
I think my profile pic looks like Lord.
It's throwing me off a little bit. But Kazukii, man, let's go to that first set of grand finals, man. And what actually happened, bro? It was very close.
Well, after sending him to losers and winners finals, because he actually beat me in the other online tournament that he mentioned. So, but he like actually like swept the floor with me. Like he actually 3-0'd me. So I was like, damn. I was like, and then I have to play him again. I was like, this is ridiculous. So
yeah.
I put the game down. I sat down and I was like, all right, what was I really doing wrong? So I was like, damn, I really have to adapt to this. Like he's actually putting the pressure on me, and there's nothing I could do about it. So then I played him in winners finals, and then after I took game one, I was like, oh, maybe I can actually do this. I just got to be more patient. And then when I won 3-1, I was like, oh shit, maybe there's a chance I could do this. So then he came back in grand finals, and I was like, okay. And then they started going back and forth. And then when the score was 2-2, I was like, Jesus, if I have to play another set, I'm going to cry. So I was playing, and then when 18 died early, I was like, oh man, I really didn't want to do this 2v3. This is like the worst possible thing I can do right now. And then he reset the bracket, and all I could do was look at myself and like, why did this happen?
Yeah, for real.
So then after he 2-0'd me, I was like, damn. I was like, you know, at this point, I've been playing this guy all night. I'm gonna just have fun with it. So I switched to the Blue Jita team, and then I took a win. I was like, ooh, all right, we got points on the board. But I knew at that moment, after getting that point, that was the last point I was getting. I was like, I know I'm not winning this, so I'm gonna just rush into it. And then he beat the Blue Jita team. Once he killed the Blue Jita, I was like, yep, the team's clipped. That's it, because I don't know how to use Yamcha. My Yamcha is literally day one.
Oh, okay. I respect it, man. All right, so Strawhat, man. Let's talk about, because, like I said, you got sent to losers by my man Kazukii Kaze, and I was like, oh man, I was like, I don't know how this is gonna work, you know, because I'm like, damn, Strawhat, is he gonna be able to reset this 6 games against Kazukii Kaze, who just sent this man to losers? I'm like, I don't know, bro. But I'm like, in this game, you just never know. You just never know. But so let's talk us through that first set, and then how you end up winning the whole thing.
Okay, so you talking about the first set where in winners or grand finals? Grand finals. Okay. So I mean, it's pretty much like what Kazukii said. I mean, you know, in grand finals, you know, we already played. I felt like he did some things better against me that I was kind of like pressing him on. Like, especially he was much more defensive later. And, you know, I actually had to rewatch the video to see, like, because I like to rewatch my matches. I rewatched the video to see, like, okay, what was he hitting me with that put me to losers and stuff? And I'm like, okay, yeah, he's 2Hing me. He's like, and online, I can't really, like, I hate dealing with 2H because it's like, you can sometimes get clipped with a 2H and you don't, because most 2Hs got range. So it's like you can get clipped for whiffing a light with a 2H. And I saw that happen one time. Even a point where I got behind his Goku, and he 2H'd me and it still worked. But I'm like, okay, so he's being more defensive. And also when I'm coming down with the air attacks, he's more inclined to either vanish or, in Gohan's case, DP or maybe Dragon Rush. So what I started doing was I started backdashing after forcing him to block air attacks. Because in this game is so fast paced. Oh, it's getting dark. Yo,
I was about to get murdered. I was in hey, hold on.
Yeah, I know that, Zeke. Yeah.
Ain't nobody breaking in your place, man. Right?
Oh, like, you know we're the first ones to go, bro. Protect yourself. Nah, but go ahead, Strawhat. Go.
Okay.
I ain't getting my ass.
Well, man, I'm like, not Zeke, bro, not Zeke. All right, go ahead, Strawhat.
All right. So yeah, I started after initiating some air attacks because, like I said, this game is very fast paced, and I feel like online kind of makes the experience somewhat worse because you're more dialed in because of how fast paced this game can be. Like, we all know, like, if you getting attacked in the air, because obviously you want, the goal of this game, or a part of the meta of this game, is to force your opponent to block. You have to force the situation. So, whenever that happens and someone's block stringing you back to the ground for whatever else, they can either go for Dragon Rush, overhead, or whatever. So then your senses are, like, especially online where there's lag, you're dialed in to the point where reaction kind of slips out of the window a tad bit, and it's more based on reads. So I felt like after a while he was like reading more than reacting. So I'm like, okay, let me play into that. Let me just backdash and see what happens. And sometimes he would Dragon Rush because he thought I would Dragon Rush, because there's that pause. And when you're playing and then there's that pause that happens right before action, in your mind it clicks like, oh, he's Dragon Rushing, or he's going to do this, or he's going to air whatever. So then, like, I just backdash, and then either he with the Dragon Rush or whatever, and then I just did a full-fledged 2M combo, which high damage, and and then from there, I was able to steadily set a comeback. Plus, on top of that, I felt like my team was stronger in neutral because I have a lot of 18 experience. Like, I played one of my friends online. His name is I Am the Greatest. He's
been in one of our tournaments too. That's crazy.
Oh yeah,
in our Marvel tournaments. Yeah, that's
yeah. Me and him go back and forth all the time, like all the time.
That's dope. That's dope, man. Right.
Yeah. So we play. I was actually surprised to see he was in the tournament. He told me though that he had to leave because he couldn't stay in it. But yeah, I play him all the time. I have an offline friend. His name is Saeed. He plays 18. Zete, remember how you said that there's only like 2 or 3 good players?
Yeah.
He would be one of them.
Oh, for real? Because I was thinking, like, I knew, like, I'm decent. You're good. There's Twitch A. Is he from here? Like, where's he from?
Nah,
I know
he's from Kentucky.
Is he? Oh shoot, never mind. Because I heard he went like once before. Somebody said he was like the best in the region or something like that. I didn't know how good he was. I've never played him, but
he's really good. But he doesn't play nowadays because of his new job or whatever. But yeah, I think he goes to the Kentucky tournaments, like the ones in his area. But other than that, I don't think he travels anymore.
That sucks. I want to play him like super bad.
I want to play him now again too, real bad. He changes teams a lot though because he sticks with the top tiers for the most part.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, I think last time I talked to him, he was like on Bardock, but yeah, but we'll see because he went from like Cell 16 and stuff to like now like Bardock and whatever. But back to the original point. He like I said, I play a lot against 18. I've used Gohan before, plus I played some decent Gohans too. And you know, I use Goku myself. So I'm very familiar with this team and what could potentially work and stuff like that. So because of that, I felt like that also helped me out too. Okay. And you know, like I and that was with the first match. Do you want me to talk about the reset, or are you?
I mean, you can kind of just give like a brief summary, man, because the second one wasn't as like as close as the first one. But go ahead.
Yeah, the reset. I kind of thought at that point I had it locked as far as like what I wanted to do and how I can play and stuff, and understanding how he played at the time. He didn't necessarily adapt to every single situation I did. So because of that, I think that helped me get the edge this time. And then when he switched, I'm like, okay, this is a crack, because when someone 2-0s you and you decide to switch to a new team, either this means either one or two things. Either one, this is a counter pick team, in which case that's fine, but sometimes counter picks can be somewhat gimmicky unless you got like a very like concrete understanding of how this matchup should play out in your head. Because I mean, at a certain point, a counter pick will never be as good as your main. That's how I always feel. Because the mains are the ones you put in the most amount of work in, no matter what. So you get the biggest understanding and the biggest cognitive understanding of how you should fight a matchup, especially with those mains. So if it's a counter pick, I'm like, okay, it could work the first game. But after that, if I notice that like you're not doing certain things or something like that, then I got it. Or it could have been, this is his actual true main team all along. In which case, that's cool, but you put yourself at a 2-0 disadvantage before switching to your main team, then it's like, all it takes is one mistake. But either way, I was that much more confident with the team.
Yeah, we just can't have fun out here. That's what
when I play in tournaments, I'm kind of serious. But I mean, we having fun still. I mean,
I definitely.
It's okay. My 18 team is only 3 days old.
Man, that team was doing crazy work, man. I mean, I got bodied by that team. We ain't gonna talk about that. No, we ain't gonna talk about that, man. Let's move on to the next topic, though, man. My man Zeke, man, I definitely want to get your thoughts on this, man, because we'll have some fun now. You know, got through the tournament, man. Let's have some fun. I need like your top 5 bad matchups. Like when you see this character, bro, you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh man, because I know you guys are really high ranked, so I know it's different, you know, than somebody like me, you know. So Zeke, I need your top 5, man. Like, who is your top 5 worst matchups?
Like in Dragon Ball?
Yeah, in Dragon Ball, yes. Like, when you see this character, is like, damn. Okay.
I got to deal with this motherfucker. All right, let me see. All right, so I had to pull up a tier list so I could think on this a little bit. So I know number 1, I'm gonna say is Piccolo. Because for one, it's crazy. This is what Mia, because Mia's already got like, but like she plays Piccolo, and Piccolo has I don't know if you ever looked at the hitbox on his jump light. It has a detached hitbox on it, so like he can hit you from a distance that nobody else can really hit you at. So like it's just free. Watch Hook Gang God play. He'll just jump around and just do it because he knows if he connects, he can like full combo you off of it. So I'll say Piccolo, and then in the corner he's a nightmare because his jumping M hits twice. He has a low hit and 2L with long limbs, so he can like let both hits of the jumping M rock and then go for a double overhead, or he can cancel the first one, crouch, and go for a low. So he has like a lot of good options. He has great Oki because of the homing ball. So he has just it's something about his style, like because people used to say he was low tier. I never thought he was low tier. I thought he was just hard to execute with consistently. So like he's definitely a good character. Like I don't care. Like I'd say mid high honestly. If you're hook gang guy, then shoot. You know it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
But Piccolo is definitely one of them. I'll say Captain Ginyu because if you don't smother him like initially, like immediately, and he starts going through all his little cycling or whatever, if you don't like, I hate to start off with a super dash or some bummy stuff like a Bardock Lariat. Like I remember when I first picked up Bardock like months ago, I would do that sometimes, and like I can't like he's the only character I'll still do that against because you don't want to give him any room. Because like as soon as he starts posing and doing all this bull crap, you know, he got
He start flexing out on him.
Yeah, you know, squatting in front of the camera. You got Gudo coming out shooting stuff at you. You got all, and he gets going. It gets crazy. Like people will do that stuff, and even if you hit Ginyu, stuff his assist don't go away. You have to hit the assist, or like say you're comboing them, and then Birder's flying. Birder can knock you out of the full combo. So like he's just crazy. It's distracting. It's a lot of stuff. So I'll say those two for sure. Who else we got? So I got those two. I want to say Goku Blue a little bit because he what is it? Because of his Ki Blast pressure. Like he can jump in on you and then throw a Ki Blast, and if you reflect it, it doesn't matter. He carries his momentum, so like it can hit you and he can combo, or you can block it or deflect it or whatever, and he's still on you. So it's still his turn, and his pressure is really good. I'll say Bardock, of course. Because level 3, like, come on, like,
bruh.
Like they tried to nerf it, you can't nerf it apparently, you know. So the only thing you need to do, they failed it. Oh, I'm still mad. So basically, with that, just add some recovery after his level 3, so he can't just get all like a 6-way mix up on you. Boy can do whatever he wants afterwards. And like you know, I tend to play Bardock myself, and I will tell you right now that character's cheap. Like.
At least you're honest, bro.
Oh, I'm not gonna downplay nothing. That character is annoying. Because he's like, okay, I don't feel like playing neutral, dash punch. You know, oh, I connected, all right, vanish. I didn't connect, vanish. Oh, I didn't connect, assist. Like he could just do all kinds of stuff, and he's just on you the whole time. He's just on you. He's like, I don't feel like playing neutral. I won't, so I'm gonna just go ahead and dash.
It's so stupid, bro.
And then last, let me think. Last, I want to say, let me think. I want to say Cell or 16 because Cell's still a problem, but 16 can can kill you off of like any touch. He has his armor. He has all these grab. Yeah, I'll say 16. 16
sparking combos are stupid,
man.
Christ,
it's like 70%. If you 70%, he tagged you with a 2M. All right, he's spark. You know, he's just bitch smacking you. It's like it's ridiculous. You can't do anything about it. And then his assist on top of that, like he's already an amazing. He's probably like what top 3 anchor in the game. And then on top of that, his assist, it leaves you so plus. Like if you block it, it's their turn for like another 2 minutes. If you get hit, there's hit stun on you, so they're gonna extend that combo for for an optimal and a very optimal combo. He can DHC. You know, he has really good synergy with so many other characters. He's just a problem. He's been a problem since back before they nerfed. You know what I'm saying? Day one. Day one, bro. Day one, man. Day -2. Like he's been godlike forever. Like, and he's still good. Like after the nerfs and after like some of the other top tiers got brought down, they tried to bring Bardock down. He's still up there. But yeah, 16's always been kind of there. And then after these nerfs and balances, he's back up there again. And yeah, I'll say him because he's consistently good. Like no matter who you're playing, you want to snap him in so you can get some damage on him. But when you snap him in, you're like, oh shit, I snapped 16 and now I gotta fight 16.
Yeah, bro.
So like now he's there, you gotta deal with him. So like he's just good. He's just good.
That man reach is ridiculous. Like,
it's retarded. It's dumb. Excuse my language. It's dumb.
It's ridiculous.
Like, why does he have a low 2L? Why are you this big with a low 2L? This doesn't make any sense.
Why does he move like a regular character, bro?
Like, what is happening? He's a big body without the
like stupid auto combo is like Bardock and stuff, but Bardock's is better. But it's like it's still prevalent. Like it's still good.
just getting dunked. Like just for looking at it wrong. Oh, I got dunked. All right, cool.
All right, Strawhat, man. Your top 5 worst matchups, bro. What's good?
Well, here's the thing. I kind of really don't feel like I have worse matchups, really. But I mean, I'm
characters you struggle against. Not really like a bad. There's characters that kind of give you like issues because I know some characters are not as potent as others. You know what I'm saying? So when you see like, because certain play styles do kind of like, you know, how can I say it? kind of like make you think more basically than others in this game. I'll put it that way. So in those terms, like who would you like say give you those type of issues that kind of make you think like, okay, I got to really like block this, I got to block that, I got to block all this?
Okay. Well, I'm gonna give some of the closest that I can give then. One, I'm gonna say Broly. And the reason why I say Broly is because he actually has a low-key slept on neutral. Like some people don't really, I feel like some people don't really realize the potential amount of neutral the amount of screen coverage this guy controls because his key blasts are ridiculous. Like they cancel out everything. I mean, especially here's the thing, when you start to become a stronger player, key blasts actually do matter much more in the neutral. So especially if you send it out like, let's say, one key blast and force a reaction, because that one key blast is all you may need to like trick somebody into thinking that they need to reflect or they need to dash or whatever else they need to do. So his key blasts are super strong. They beat every other key blast clean. Like they pierce other key blasts. So you can't zone him out with regular key blasts. Then he could cancel those key blasts on hit or block into his special move. I forgot what it's called, the projectile. And and him doing the animation, he has armor. So you try to super dash at him in the middle of all that, he can literally just clip you, vanish, get a full combo for free, or just keep going back to what he was doing. So he got a lot of control, and he can like control the key blasts up in the air and stuff. So you kind of have to respect him and play his game. And then when he gets close to you, then you got to choose between command grab or his charge H because it looks
that's 5H, bro. Oh my god.
Yeah. And then on top of that, if you mess up a single time in a block string, because I play I don't know if y'all know who Deadly Kansas is.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You do? Yeah. So I play against him a lot online, and we play offline too. But like he made me realize if you mess up a string against Broly while he has 3 bars, it's really bad because this character flies up in the air. So if you mess up like a meaty jump H or anything, or like meaty instant air dash H or anything,
for you.
It's like it's just like
you just laugh at it. It takes
it can just get bad because the level 3 is he shoots up in the air, throws down the projectile, and then you're stuck in that animation of whatever you're doing. So it's not like some of these other level 3s where there's still some frames right before the impact. It's like it feels like it's instant, like frame 1 after activation. So you got to really be careful on that. But that's my thing for Broly. Second character I'm gonna say is I'm going to actually say probably Bardock, because everyone knows Bardock. He's just a stupid character. For real. I'm just saying like he's just a really good character, and he got like privileged normals and like the auto combo is ridiculous. The level 3 is ridiculous. Like everything about Bardock. And then I'm always in constant fear of Rebellion Spear. From any, like if he gets in mid range of me, I'm not pushing buttons usually because I'm waiting for it. Because like especially when I fought Twitch and like when he first picked up Bardock, and this was like before the nerf to him, he was Rebellion Spearing everywhere, and it was so annoying because I could not do anything about it. I'm like, he's Rebellion Spearing away from pressure. He's just Rebellion Spearing mid-range. He would whiff a Rebellion Spear. I think I could do something he would do a Rebellion Spear again. I'm just like, is this like, what the hell is this move? Like,
Nooch.
It made me really hate the character because I'm just like, this is just stupid. There should be no reason why this character could whip a full screen Rebellion Spear again, and that's a legit thing. And I'm like, okay, you know what?
That's kind of
I'm just gotta respect the shit out of this character, but or at least play a decent, like just force the Bardock to make mistakes or whatever. But that's just with him. Third character I want to say is Cell, because I mean before the patch he was giving me a lot of trouble, and I would see Cell everywhere, so I just had to adapt to that. I mean, Cell was super strong. He was super annoying because his rolling spin or whatever the move, it was crossing. It can cross you up.
Yep.
So it had a backwards hitbox. So it was annoying where there were times where I was legit behind him and he was still hitting me. And that right there just like burned my skin. like it just burned me on the inside, because I'm just like, this is not Marvel. You should not have backwards hitboxes. but it is what it is. I just had to learn to deal with it. So Cell, and then I'm gonna go ahead and say Goku Blue, because for a while I did not know that his teleport was plus on block. That actually blew me up at one of the tournaments that I attended to, the Midwest Tournament of Power. I didn't know. Like when I was at the Midwest Tournament of Power, right? I got a Dragon Ball for winning Brutality. So when I went to the Midwest Tournament of Power in Indy, there was a player there in the a part of the candidate that played Goku Blue. Mm-hmm. And he when he had me in a block screen and he did the teleport and I would block it, I'm thinking like, okay, time to swing back. Nope, it was still his turn. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, is this close or something? Like,
that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, like I had to ask him after the match. I'm like, is that teleport plus on something? He's like, yeah, it's plus on block. I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah, it's +2. I'm like, what? Like, why didn't no one tell me this? So like, how did I not find this out sooner? But yeah, like I just kept getting blown up for it. And Goku Blue can somewhat get annoying because it's just like you can never know when he's going to do the teleport and just hit you with a surprise, like just anytime.
The high low. Oh my god,
yeah,
annoying.
I mean, the high low isn't so bad. I mean, it's really good. It's really good, but I don't feel like it's like detrimental. So, but it's still, like I said, it's really good. So yeah. How many characters did I say? I said
three. I think you got 3.
I think I said Goku Blue, Cell, Broly, Bardock. Okay, that's 4.
Oh, that's 4.
And I think for my last character, probably a toss-up. I don't know. I might have to just maybe say Ginyu. Maybe
it's just annoying, man.
Yeah, he's just like probably just Ginyu because he's just super annoying. He's like he got cross up. He has no cross up protection on none of his Ginyu Force members, so he can just cross you up free willy nilly whenever. And you gotta always be on the lookout for it. You just gotta always be on top of Ginyu. Like you can't. Ginyu is the kind of character that will always make you play his kind of match. Mm-hmm. And it does not matter whether you're on top of him or not, because you're always thinking about what he's going to do. You always are thinking about that with him, because he can always put you in situations where you're forced to block or respect him, especially if he gets started. So it's like you got to also play his game in your head of like who he has coming next. You're like, okay, Goldo, he called Goldo, so Raccoon's next. Okay, he called Raccoon, so this person's next, and such. But when you play that, and then you got like 2+2 assists to deal with from him, then it can get pretty hectic.
I think Ginyu with a beam assist is ridiculous, bro. That shit, like you can't even move.
He stresses me out, man. He's playing his own game. You just gotta just like, all right.
Stuck for like ever, bro. You cannot go anywhere, man.
Ginyu just does what Ginyu wants. He's a fucking asshole.
I respect it, man. All right, Kazukii, man. Give me your top 5, bro. I need your top 5, brother.
Top 5? All right. So first off, number one has to be Bardock. Like that level 3 is ridiculous. Like I honestly feel like when people look at the character select, they don't look at Bardock the character, they look at his level 3 and they're like, that's what I mean. I main Bardock level 3.
Level 3 is it, bro. Send me straight
Like,
to the finals.
I don't know anyone like don't get me wrong. I like Bardock's level 3 animation. Like I like the animation, but I don't like what it can do to you. It's ridiculous. Like I swear it kills brain cells of the user that uses it.
Yeah.
Like it's ridiculous.
It's
And
easy.
then not to mention his 5LL, like I swear, like that thing is ridiculous. It's an anti-air. Nah, it's too much.
He hits you with a
Bardock
back
is
cleaner.
ridiculous.
It's pretty
So after Bardock, I'd have to give it to 16. I feel like 16 it has always been at the top. He's really good, still has armor. His 214S and 236S, they both have the same animation, but one has longer startup, and it's like they're both plus on block. One is actually like plus like 4, and the other one's like neutral, but because you're in block stun, it's as if he's plus, so it doesn't even matter. So I feel like both those moves are ridiculous, and it's like if you don't know which one's happening and you reflect too early, you get hit. So it's like counter hit at that. So it's like he gets a full combo and everything.
Yep.
His level 3 is still one of the best in the game. Takes you out of the corner, you get the cross up. It's still really good. He's a really good character.
Getting clapped.
Yeah, exactly. Third, for third, I might have to give it to base Vegeta. His level 3 is just as bad as 16s. Like he has 4 options. Like his is worse than Bardock's if you ask me. He had 4, maybe 6, 8 options after that level 3. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like I feel like his
players
level
don't think
3.
he's good.
He's very underrated.
Yeah, like a lot of people say he's not good, but it's like with the right team, he has good mix. He has full screen corner carry by himself with the key blast loops. Like the character's really good. I feel like he's just
execution heavy.
He's inconsistent.
Yeah, he's execution heavy, and I feel like that's what people don't like. They're like, "Why do that when I can play Bardock?" Right? So,
honestly, though.
Exactly. But other than that, I feel like the character is really good. Like he has really good tools. It's just that nobody wants to give him the time and effort to actually learn him.
It takes time, bro. For that time, right?
Fourth. Fourth, I probably have to give it to Frieza. Like, Frieza, the way Frieza zones is just ridiculous to me. Like, zoning has always been a problem for me in every game I've touched. So fighting Frieza is actually like a nightmare for me because it's like it's just key blast, and if you try to super dash, he gets the 2H, and if you like don't super dash on time, he gets that little like blasting from full screen. It's just ridiculous, and it's airtight with the vanish.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like Frieza's a really good character, but not that good. But definitely a character that gives me personal problems. For fifth, I'd have to say it's between Ginyu and Tien. Like Tien's damage is ridiculous.
Hey, bro. Hey, Tien is OD.
Tien's
That's the
damage
hammer or
is
shotgun, man. Boys in the back.
T-Spark is stupid, bro. That's not fair, man.
And then Chaozu is unscaled. It's like you're in sparking, so like it freezes time when Chaozu connects with you, and it's just like that's unscaled damage. So if he hits you with the right amount of HP, you clip. That's it. It's good game.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
And Ginyu, there's just so much on the screen with Ginyu. It's just too much to keep track of. Like I can't tell you how many times Berta could be flying in the air, and I'm like blocking, and I get smacked by 6M because I'm paying attention to Berta, and I'm like, seriously? And I'm like, why am I getting smacked by this? And it's like Berta's just flying, and he's not hitting me, but it's just like his presence annoys me. It's just antagonizing me for no reason.
Seizure procedure. I think Yipes called it. He called it the seizure procedure.
Exactly. It's actually ridiculous. I think those would honestly be my top 5. There's like no other characters that I feel like is really bad because like every other character I feel like is pretty decent in what they do, but there are definitely still some characters that are definitely honorable mentions like Goku Blue, Piccolo, Gotenks, Nappa even. Like, but they're just not as bad as those other 5. They're like ridiculous.
Okay. All right. I mean, I'll give my five real quick. I say for me, Gotenks, I struggle against this character. I don't know why. The character is fucking annoying to me, bro. I mean,
Super
that's why I literally have to pick him up to understand like what is going on with this character, man. Because it doesn't matter if I'm like up 3-1 or 2-1. Like I always seem to lose with this character, bro. Like he's like the comeback kid in this game, bro. I hate it.
Ghost Oki for days.
Bro, you feel me?
Ghost Oki for days.
It's so dumb, man. And like even like his Oki after level 3, you know, he got the 6S, man. He could do Dragon Rush, right? He could back up, throw a fire. I mean, throw the 236S. It's a lot of stuff he could do, man. That character definitely I struggle with. Of course, Bardock. Man, I ain't going to spend too much time on that. Who else? I'm trying to think of 16. Yes, Super Saiyan Vegeta. Now, people was I don't know what it is about this character, Brad, but like to me, he's not even like broken or nothing. But I always struggle against this character, like every single time, because he's gonna be the fucking anchor no matter what. Yeah. You know, with assist. You know, he's thinking like, okay, I killed this guy, 2 characters, man, and here comes Vegeta, bro, and it's just stagger, I get clipped, and
Vegeta's actually kind of godlike, but not in like an OP kind of godlike way.
Exactly. He's not like broken or nothing, bro. But man, dude, like it's a stagger, one fireball, stagger. It's just I'm like, dude, this block, man. All I have to do is just block, and I always get clipped. I don't know why. You get clipped one time. He has sparking on you, and then you're just going for the loop. Level 3, and then you gotta guess again. it's ridiculous. So that's definitely another one. And I say, I'm trying to think right now, just off the top of my head. I said 16, Bardock, Gotenks. Who I just said right now?
You said Vegeta.
Damn. Yeah, I might have to throw Ginyu in there too, bro. I think Ginyu. I think he's just annoying for a reason. They made him. I actually like the design, actually, bro. You know, yeah, because it's kind of like, I got the squad with me at all times. He's gonna have to deal with it, bro. And like I said, if you have like a good assist, like if you have like a beam assist or something like Kid Boo, like, bro, I don't know what to do against that.
Why I gotta play the 7v3? Like that's so unfair.
Getting jumped in a team game. I'm like, what?
Yeah, that shit is crazy, man. All right, so let's get into the next one, though, man. So, top 5 characters, man, right now. You know, you can get like a little snippet, man. But this give me your top 5 characters. I'm gonna start with my man Kazukii.
Top 5.
Top 5 right now.
In order, or it doesn't matter?
It doesn't matter.
All right, Bardock free, 16 free. I think Gohan's up there. Adult Gohan, that is.
Yeah.
Fourth, I think Cell is still up there, so I give it to Cell. And for 5th, actually, you know what? For 4th, I'll give it to Gotenks. I think 5th, I'll give to Cell, because Cell is still dangerous, but he's not as dangerous as he was pre-patch. Because it's like nothing really changed with Cell. Honestly, it's just they just reduced his damage, which is basically what he needed. I feel like Cell is still a really good character, and people just don't like the fact that he doesn't have as much damage as he did before. But it's like he's still good. It's ridiculous.
Like everybody dropped that. Majority dropped him. That's crazy. All right.
But yeah, I mean, Cell is still
honorable mention right outside the top 5.
Honorable mention right outside the top 5. Kid Buu, Piccolo.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right. Yeah, I respect it.
Yeah, Kid Buu, Piccolo. I feel like those are the best 2 honorable mentions that could have been 5th place as well.
All right. Yeah. What you got, man? Top 5, bro.
Top 5. I want to say Bardock is probably he's so linear, but I think he's the best character in the game right now because like his neutral is free as hell. Like his neutral is easy. You know, Lariat. If you don't feel like actually thinking about neutral, he doesn't have a beam. If he had a beam, that'd be stupid.
He already broke, but
oh my god, he's already cheap. Like he don't need shit else. Like you can take away a couple tools and he'd still be top 5. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's
so Bardock number 1. I'll put Probably 16 number 2, simply because everything we said earlier. Gotenk's 3rd for me, just because like Ghost Oki is ridiculous. Like you don't even have to like get a knockdown to get Ghost Oki pressure. You can just get an assist and then you got Ghost Oki right there. You know what I'm saying? So Gotenks has everything you need. He has beams, he has mix-ups. He's small. He's a small body character, so it's hard to hit him, but he has big hitboxes. So I'm gonna say those 3. That was 3, right? Who else we got? I think I do want to. I agree with Kazukii. I want to put Cell in the top 5 too. I don't know if he's 4 or 5th. Probably 4th because I got a Do Gohan somewhere in there. I don't know about the top 4. You can move them around or whatever. But Do Gohan, he's still got like his mix-ups are great. He has a 5-frame standing low, like that's crazy. He has damage. He has damage mix, big normals with like 5M, 2M. 2M's a sliding normal, so like he can hit you from a distance with that. Fast fall. He has mobility. So yeah, I'll put Cell 5th. The only thing with Cell now is like you don't like Kazukii said, you don't explode when Cell looks at you anymore. Like but he can still kill you. Like if he gets an imperfect attack, you know what I mean? You get a side switch there in the corner now. You spark. That's like 80%. Depending on if you have Vegeta. If you got Vegeta behind Cell and one other character, it don't really matter who it is. Like now you got, you know what I'm saying? That's a touch of death easy. He can still do that. He still has every tool you need. Most of his normals got slowed down by like 1 frame. Like for Cell, it doesn't matter. So yeah, that would be my top 5. What was that? Like Bardock, 16, Gotenks, Do Gohan, and Cell. So yeah, same ones as Kazukii.
All right. Honorable mention right outside the top 5.
Honorable mention right outside the top 5 for me. Let me see. I want to say either Kid Buu or honestly for me, I want to say Tien simply because of his buffs and sparking and with his assist. Like his assist has a great untech time, so you can combo off of it. Like what I had Skeezer MUI, like I've played him a lot of times, and what he likes to do, no matter who he is, he likes to super jump over top of your head so you can't see what's happening, and then he'll call a Tien assist because no matter you get popped by it, you get popped up into the air, and now he gets a combo off of it. It's a little corny because like it's smart, but I think it's corny because like you can't see what's happening in it, but it just works sometimes until you get used to it. It takes a couple sets playing to realize it. But I want to say Tien because he's a hammer, man. Like. You get an early spark with him, get a couple Neo Tri-Beam. It doesn't take as much health anymore. So now he can probably kill like 2 characters in sparking if he has enough bar in Neo Tri-Beam. And then like he said, Chaozu is unscaled damage. So he has damage. Like he has tons of damage. So yeah, I want to put Tien up there after his buffs.
All right, cool. I never respect her. All right, Strawhat, man, top 5, bro.
Okay, Bardock. I mean, there's no surprise there. Obvious reasons we basically covered all that. I'm gonna also say Gotenks, because yeah, like Zete said, Ghost Oki's ridiculous. He's small, so I think he's the smallest character in the game too, if I'm not mistaken.
I think you're
right. Because of that, certain combos don't work on him as easily, and also on top of that, because of how small he is, it makes him a great counter pick for certain characters, including one of the other top 5 characters I'm going to name, Gohan. Because EX legs doesn't work on him. He can just cleanly 2H do that unless Gohan calls an assist. So Gohan has to work a little bit harder, plus leg loops is a little bit harder. Ultimate Gohan, he is just ridiculous with pressure, damage. He can get 6K in 1 bar if with the most optimal of loops without any assist or anything. So he just ridiculous. Mobility's on point. He's just great character to have. I'm also going to give it to 16 because 16, his potential as 16 can go anywhere on the team. His synergy is great with every character. You literally can't go wrong picking him. And then on top of that, him plus Bardock as a shell, as Sonic Fox has shown, is just unbelievable because they're both quick. Because that's the thing, they're both quick assists. So in the meta of this game, that the players are doing right now is basically super dash, call a quick assist. Now you're in block stun. Now there's a mix up. So whatever, and it just makes 16 so much stronger. And then he could kill you off of almost any touch too. So that's just really ridiculous. How many characters is that I just named? Is that 4? 4.
You said go to Gohan.
Bardock at 16.
Bardock 16. Okay, and then I'm gonna give the next one to Cell. I've always said that the patch didn't slow down Cell. So the people that were throwing him outside of top 5, I'm like, yeah, I'm just like, I don't see it. like, yeah, his normal is his lights are slower by like 1 or 2 frames, I think by 1 frame. So I guess for most players, what that means is that, in a neutral situation, like a 6M block, you might lose to more situations if you try to keep pressing the situation. But other than that, it didn't really slow Cell down outside of his damage. He may have to do some more hits, and he may have to think a little bit more after a 6M. Whoop-de-doo. Yeah, so that's why I'm gonna say. Oh, and on top of that, he still synergizes great with the characters. I think for the most part, all the characters that I named in the top 5 that we named, they all synergize great with each other. And you need at least like if you put 2 of the top of the 5 on your team, you're like set for because they all synergize. Because they all synergize extremely well with each other too. That's the funniest thing about it.
Yeah, if you look at the top players, you kind of see it. Like, I mean, you kind of see it. Like, a lot of them use a lot. It's a lot of 16s. It's a lot of adult Gohan. Gotenks has become very popular now, and Bardock is Bardock. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it is what it is. I think the top 5 is pretty much. Oh, honorable mention. My bad, Strawhat.
I actually feel like it's between 2 characters. I feel like it's between Kid Buu and Piccolo, because Kid Buu, he's still an extreme character. Actually, when he got nerfed, I still felt like he was top 5 as well. But then I thought about it, and I'm like, just barely not top 5, just for the simple fact that his damage got like even though I know Cell's damage got nerfed, but it was his stuff kind of more or less got normalized than nerfed. What it felt like to me.
Yeah.
With Kid Buu, it legit felt like a nerf. Like that 2M nerf, like I felt like hurt him real bad. The fact that it's slower, the fact that it does like half the damage that it did before, I felt like that's just kind of like I felt like that was kind of overkill. And then I think they nerfed it in one other regard. They like overkilled his 2M, but that he lost the cross up. He lost the corner cross up, which was super stupid. Like the freaking 2M into Elm rolling. Yeah, that stuff was mad cheap. But
it was dope, I remember the first time I seen. I think Super Noon did that like at Wednesday Night Fights. I'm like, what the fuck is? I didn't even know you could do that. I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, and you can get like 50.
I'm like, oh my god.
And, and if you have meter, you can get 50% off of advantage from that. Like, and I was just like, this is so stupid. But they took that away. So then there's also the fact that they nerfed his ki blast, the ground ki blast, so he couldn't do the mix up. And on top of that, he has more recovery when he lands. So I thought they like completely nerfed Kid Buu to the point where I'm just like, okay, he's not top 5 anymore. But he's still an extremely strong character because I mean he can be on any character's team. He can be on any team in any position and still do well. His assist is still amazing, especially for pressure and mix-ups and stuff. He's still a very strong character with a lot of range, a lot of mix-ups, and good neutral. So he's still up there. And then I say Piccolo because I felt like Piccolo was really slept on since the beginning. I mean, when, like Zete said, when Hook Gang Guy, when he uses lights, he just makes him look super, super good. Like his lights are like, if I'm not mistaken, he has the best air attacks in the game because they're like, what you say?
I said I agree. My bad. I'm on it.
Oh, you good? Yeah, like I feel like he has the best air attacks in the game because you can't really contest him when a Piccolo player is like in your vicinity. Don't really try to jump, or if you jump, like hold back all the time, you're not going to beat him in any situation for real, unless you really got the jump on him or something like that. And then so he controls the air. His Oki game is actually really stupid. I think I feel like personally he has top 3 Oki, top 3, top 5 of Oki of all the characters in the game. Period. Because the homing projectile that he sends out on your wake up, it's just ridiculous. Because if you air tech, you're going to get hit by it, then you're going to get grounded for whatever mix up. If you tech in place and then reflect it, well, you just reflected basically a key blast, so that still allows him to move. And you know, no matter where you tech, you're going to hit that. So it's just ridiculous. And then his air elm, it hits 2 times, so it's just stupid in that regard that he can cancel one of the hits and then go low, or let the 2 hits rock, and he's just got a lot of Oki options. And his damage is pretty ridiculous. Super
good.
If he had a meterless slide knockdown, I feel like he probably would be like very borderline top 5 in my opinion. And he synergizes well with a lot of characters too, because his assist is actually very, very helpful, because the buff to its hit stun and stuff that they did, it allows a lot more versatility on him for different characters on different teams. So that's why I feel like he's like just right out there.
All right, that's cool, man. I think for me, the only change I'll make with the top 5 is I'm sliding Tien in top 5, bro. I just feel like Tien, he really doesn't I think he's like one of the best all-around characters in the game. And you know, like the buff to his damage off Neo Trimeme helps him a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like Zeke said, man, like, because I've been using him a lot, and I noticed kind of like, you know, he doesn't like die as quick as he used to, you know, pre-patch. You know, and I think in Sparkling, he's probably like top 3 in the game. Like I killed somebody whole team, bro. I've never seen that. Like I'm like he, you know, shout out to my man Whiskey already, man. He called like his assists out, and I just level 3, and I killed all of them. It was crazy. I'm like, what the I mean, that alone, well, I was like, this is stupid.
You did that with Tien. It was like, I got the power.
Hey, I froze. I'm like, did I just kill everybody? I saw you. It was crazy. I'm like, damn. You know what I'm saying? So I think he's really good, man. I definitely like the 2-1-4 with Chaozu, man. You can kind of throw an assist and throw that out. It's just like he has a lot of ways to kind of like mix you up, man. I love his lights. His lights is like really, really fast, and you can definitely get caught with that too. Yeah, I think he has like a slight knockdown from everywhere, you know. So you don't really have to worry about, you know, him doing that. He got the 2-3-6 medium in the air. Always gets a slight knockdown no matter what. I definitely like that, man. So I think Tien, I will move Cell outside the top 5. I know that sounds crazy, but I think Tien is top 5 in my opinion. I think his all-around game to me, he doesn't have like the mix-ups like Cell, but he has the damage. So I'll take the damage any day. He's like a great anchor too. Honorable mention besides Cell, I'll probably have to say Super Saiyan Vegeta, bro. I don't know, bro. To me, that character is
that's fair.
That's fair. Yeah,
so strong. Like since the beta, like I remember playing the beta. I'm like, damn, Vegeta is gonna be kind of crazy. I was saying, I'm like, this character is gonna be kind of nuts, man. His assist is still good. And you actually can bait people with his assist now, because I'm just gonna dash right through it. Now you're gonna get 2 ways, bro. Like, so I definitely think the character is really good, and again, a great anchor, and like a good solid Vegeta, like a hook game god is really good. Who else played Vegeta? I'm trying to think off the top of my head.
Goichi.
Yeah, people like that, bro. Like bro, it's hard to kill that character, bro. It's hard. It's hard, man. So that'll be my honorable mentions, Super Saiyan Vegeta and Cell. I think Cell, to me, like he says, he's pretty much the same damn character. His mix-ups are still there. If you pair him with Kid Buu or Gotenks, bro, you're gonna get mixed. That's just what it is. So you're just gonna have to deal with all that. Get his damage. You can't get was like 50% off that corner combo, bro. That shit, bro. That
Oh my god.
why is he doing so much damage? That's not even to like a level 1. Just the combo alone was like 50%. It was stupid. You know what I'm saying? So all right, so let's move on to the next one though. So I want you guys I ain't gonna do top 5. Bottom 3 characters in the game right now, bro. Kazukii, I'll start with you, bro.
Bottom 3?
Bottom 3.
Bottom 3, Krillin free. I'm just saying, yo, I kid you not, like, getting 2H hurts, but when I get 2H by Krillin, I straight up feel like a virgin. I'm not even lying to you. It is that OD.
Bro, it's terrible.
After Krillin, I'd have to say probably base Goku.
What?
Yeah, I feel like not everyone can combo into his Spirit Bomb. I feel like not being able to combo into a level 3 is very situational. Like, what if I need a kill? What if I need that level 3 to kill? I can't kill now. That's OD.
Yeah, you ain't using that. If you solo base Goku, good luck with that level 3. You're never gonna get it off.
Yeah, you're never gonna get
exactly.
That. Actually, I think you can, but go ahead. What you were saying,
I'd have to say Android 17. His limbs suck ass.
Dang.
Dang. I'm sorry. He's just like Android 17 by himself. He's just so bad, and I love the character. That's the thing that bothers me. He's just so his limbs, his 2. You know, if you beta guard cancel, you can't punish with 2M. That's how bad it is.
Yeah, his limbs are struggling.
Can't you use 3H though? Or does
that? I mean, yeah, but I mean, what is your instinct really gonna be to 3H?
It's a little, yeah, true. You want to do like a 5M or 2M. I just do 5M.
Yeah.
I don't know. I go for big boy damage. I go for 2M, but nah, he whiffing out here.
You gambling, boy. You're crazy.
Trash, bro. Oh my god. All right, man. Go ahead. Bottom 3 characters.
Oh, it's on me?
Yeah.
All right, hold on. I'm taking off the camera because I really don't like my profile pic.
So cool.
You've been looking at it this whole time. No.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. I'm like, bro, I look like a baby face.
Oh, my man got the grown man beard. I feel
right. Hold on, he got me feeling like I'm a child over here.
You know?
I'm gonna cover my chin.
Yeah, you see the transformation. That's why I can't look at that and be like, that's an honest representation of it. I mean, it is, but it isn't. And I'm like,
from level 1 to level 25 in a beard. That's crazy.
I feel it, man. Yeah, hyperbolic time chamber. All right, go ahead.
Right. So I'm gonna say you said bottom 3, right?
The bottom 3.
Okay. It's funny because I want to say Beerus, but I don't know. There's something inside my gut that's telling me there's someone worse, but I don't know who. Yeah, like I don't like. Yeah, like, I don't. Yeah, it's like
don't fight it.
It's something in my feel. I have a gut feeling it's telling me like, no, don't say Beerus yet. But you know what? Screw it. If I think about it, I'll just say it. But I'm gonna just go ahead and say Beerus because you know, I just think this character needs rework from the ground up. Like seriously. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, there are great Beerus players, like who you said, Zeke. What's his name again? Yes, yeah, he's one of the best Beerus ever.
Just relax, please.
Yeah, and Beerus, he has things about him that where if you realize like if they buff him, this could be like potentially the best character in the game or like top 5 easily. But I think because like Bandai, I feel like personally like Bandai knows that, or Arxis and Bandai know that, so they're trying their hardest. Like that's why I feel like this patch for Beerus was super whack, because I feel like they were playing a really safe route with Beerus, because they like, okay, this character, we realize what we just created, right? Like we got a character that like we can't appeal to everybody's request, because you know how everybody's saying like, oh, make Beerus orbs real projectiles. Are y'all crazy? No. Like how would Teen Gohan deal with that? Or like some of the other characters that don't have solid projectiles. Like I'm like, that's like 10-0 matchup against them. I'm like, they're not gonna do that. Yeah, and then they like, oh, well, you know, either make them real projectiles or, you know, make it so you can't super dash. Like I'm like, no, that they're not gonna do that. Yeah, that would literally make him like super, like just super OP. Like I would play Beerus in a heartbeat again. like undoubtedly, I'm like, bro, because I play him on the side sometimes, like on like, you know, casual matches or stuff or whatever. But I'm like, let's go again. Let's do it. But nah, that ain't gonna happen. I feel like his normals are pretty bad. Besides 2Elm, even then that was kind of bad, because I don't like the fact that 2Elm tracks you. So if you dump, 2Elm stops right where you are. And if you like neutral jump, 2Elm will stop right there and hello overhead, like for doing that. His 2H is pretty bad. Like it whiffs. Yeah, like it whiffs horribly. And it doesn't help too that like the hitbox is small and he goes backwards. So it makes his 2H just super bad. I feel like they need to change that. His orbs, I don't know what they can do with them. I really don't. But anything outside of what I already mentioned will be better than, you know, what it currently is now. Maybe give them more hits, and maybe make it a higher reward for actually doing them. Like keep it the same, make it so you can still super dash to them and all that. But when you actually connect with them, maybe give them some more hits done or something like that, so you can do more combos or more whatever with them. I don't know, but like just something.
They're useless. They don't do it.
I mean, and then another character for bottom 3, I actually will probably agree with Kazukii and say that who is it? Base Goku. I do feel like Base Goku is bottom 3, and
crazy.
It's just sort of simple fact that like it's like he's just. I mean, don't get me wrong. There are a lot of things in this game that, you know, that everybody values in a good character. One of those being a low hitting 2L and all this other good DHC synergy and all this other stuff. What I come to realize is Base Goku really doesn't offer much of any of the good stuff that we want in good characters. Like, if you think about it, like, he doesn't have a low-hitting 2L, which I never had a problem with, by the way, because I always said that a character will be strong even without a low-hitting 2L. That's not all that matters, because, I mean, heck, if I know some of our top tiers are, I mean, pretty much all our top tiers have low-hitting 2Ls, but also some of the worst characters in the game have low-hitting 2Ls as well. That's so true. Obviously, that's not a requirement for top tier, but if you think about like the fact that he's very specific on the team. He needs to be played anchor, but he doesn't really like do anchor like things. If that makes sense, because you have to set up with him, which means you at some point, and you, whether it's like, oh, I'm a switch in Goku so I can charge up this level 3 spirit bomb or give up Oki or whatever. Well, yeah, then I'm gonna put him in the back burner. Okay, you just did all that while my opponent just don't have to do anything to disrupt. Like, it's just, Goku, just base Goku, he just disrupts team orders because of what he has to do to maintain himself. He has to, like I said, took the level 3 Spirit Bomb. He has a hard time DHCing the Spirit Bomb unless you specifically paid. It's supposed to be the other way around. It's like, you my anchor. You're supposed to help me out, like help my point out, not the other way around where my points are helping you to be a better anchor. So I feel like because of that, he's bottom 3. However, what we said earlier about you not hitting the Spirit Bomb, if someone super dashes at you while you in the air, you will get hit by a because that is actually because when you do that and you activate the level 3 in the air, Spirit Bomb will still. Super dash will still attack you while you're coming at them.
Oh, okay.
So I feel like that's at least helpful somewhat, but I just don't think overall you take energy that's with podcast. And also say that who else? I want to say who was it? Let me see. All right. I'm gonna probably say just Goku Blue. I'm gonna just go with that. Maybe.
Why?
His assist is bad.
Yeah.
Like the assist is just terrible. And it's like, honestly, outside of Vegito, I feel like all the blues are bad, honestly. In a sense that they're very selfish characters because they require a lot to make them work when you can just play majority of like anyone else and get better results or get the same stride of results with less effort. And it's like Goku Blue, he's really cool. I do like him as a character. I just feel like he needs a little bit more than what he has to really excel. And he just doesn't have he doesn't have that much of a strong neutral. He's just like, he's a character that you have to cater a lot to, but there are other characters that you can cater a lot to and get better results. Like I said, like with Majin Buu, Zamasu, like just anyone for real. So I'm just, and plus with the bad assists, yeah, I'm just going to put him bottom 3. Like the assist is terrible. Like it's just the worst. I think it's the worst assist in the game. So, like, I'm just gonna have to put him there.
All right, cool. Zeke, man, bottom 3, sir.
Bottom 3. All right. I've had a lot of time to think on it. This one's pretty easy for me for the most part. First off, I hate to say it. It breaks my heart to say it, but I'm gonna say Beerus. I'm gonna say Beerus for one. There's no particular order with him, but I want to say Beerus because like his normals don't really have a presence. Like his 2M, you know, we always talk about how far it goes and everything, but like there's no, like, other than that, like he doesn't really have any presence up close to you. Like you guys can't really have like a, you know, a scramble situation where he's really gonna win. Like his standing, you know, his 5M is kind of slow. His 2M obviously is slow, but it has range. Like that's cool, but like it's very situational. His 2H trash. You have to hit like a raw. Yeah, like the only way you can hit somebody with that is like a raw super dash or something. 5H, okay, that's cool. You know, it's a detached hitbox in front of him, but that's like one button. Your whole game plan can't be 5H. You know what I mean? His orbs. I think the one change they can make to it without making them too OP is like maybe if he's in the action of kicking them at you, you can't super dash through him. Like I would like that because there's too many times you're like, cool, I'm gonna maybe zone just a little bit with this, and you end up getting, you know, ran through anyways. You can't do anything about it. Now, I should have said starting off that no, this kind of game, like it's balanced well enough to where if you're a good enough player, you can put a good shell around them, and your one bad character can still shine a little bit. Like for instance, Sonic Fox, like he made Beerus look good. Like it pissed me off because like he started doing good against some people, and everybody's like, oh, I knew Beerus was good. Like no, he's not. Beerus is trash.
Right.
It's just
Moke humbled Sonic Fox pretty bad. I mean, he beat the snot.
Beat the hell out of him, and that's Sonic
crazy.
Fox.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's like the Sonic is that good. The character he could pick up anybody. You know what I mean? Like basically at this point, no matter who his third character is, his team is Bardock, 16, and Sonic Fox. Like it doesn't matter who the third character is.
Hey, that's a good ass.
You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't matter who he picks. Like
crazy.
Like, honestly, it doesn't matter. Like it
don't matter who.
My man said his team is Bardock, 16, and Sonic Fox.
That's honestly what it is. Like he has hit right. Like it doesn't matter.
That's all facts, though.
Like he's just that good. So I'm gonna put number 2. I'm gonna say Nappa. Honestly, I know he got his buffs. But just like Strawhat said, like having a low 2L, you know what I mean? That doesn't matter because now what? Nappa has like 3 he can use in a block string. That's cool. But like, what are his other tools? You know what I mean? Like he's not an all-purpose utility kind of character. He doesn't have like a ton of stuff that makes you say, oh, I need this because I need Nappa because he has this. Like he doesn't have that. His Cyberman or his main game plan, you still need a ton of setup to use that effectively. He can't get normal knockdowns, normal damage. Like he can still mess you up. Like I said, every character in the game can. So I want to say Nappa there. He's cool. I mean, I wish he got his buffs and that's cool. A lot of people said, oh, he's mid to high now. Like, no, he's still bad. Yeah. Unfortunately. And then 3. What? What I say?
Mid to high tier. Nappa?
No, that's what some people try to say. Once he got his buffs.
Yeah. There was a lot of buzz going around that saying, oh, Nappa got 3 lows now, so he's high tier. He's mid, all that.
I remember Sonic explicitly saying, he said, if you don't have a Nappa by next week, you're missing out. And then he went and picked Nappa and went in the tournament and got clapped. Now Sonic Fox is obviously he's still the best player in the world. I'm never gonna obviously I can't be like, oh, he trashed because he lost one tournament. That's stupid. Everybody loses. But like Nappa is not the answer. Like he's not the way. Like lows are not always the answer. Like look at Vegito. All of a sudden everybody's on Vegito's meat. Like he doesn't have a low 2L. You know what I mean?
Right. I'm like,
it's pissing me off.
Everybody start playing Vegito now.
Yeah, I almost had to drop the character now. It's pissing me off. Number 3. Strawhat said something else about this.
Why I dropped the character. Hello.
Exactly. Me and we were talking about that because honestly in the beginning, y'all remember my first grudge match with Mia. Like I played Vegito and he was new. Nobody was really playing Vegito. And then next thing you know, like the next good Vegito I saw was Kazukii, and we damn near had a mirror match in our grudge match. Like I'm like, oh, another good Vegito. Look at that. And now everybody has a Vegito, and it's like Jesus Christ. But number 3, this is something else. Both of them have kind of touched on the blues. I'll put Blue Jita third because like you can get clapped up, like I said, because Kazukii, I've seen him clap people with Blue Jita, but Blue Jita is not. That's because Kaze is good. Blue Jita is not really that great of a character. He doesn't have the same tools that base Jita and SS Jita have. Like SS Jita he's like well-rounded. He has a DP. He has, like a good strings. He has all this stuff. He has utility. And then base Jita, he'll rush you down, mix you up off level 3. Those are things that he has. Oh, and he has his loops if you got a good execution. But Blue Jita, what does he really have? You know what I mean? That you're like, I need that. He has the same thing as Nappa. Like he doesn't have the kind of tools where you pick up that character because they have those tools. So yeah, I'd say Blue Jita, Nappa, and damn, who did I just say? Beerus.
Yeah, I mean, you got that same basic ass combo. Right?
Same shit,
bro. I mean, everybody got that. God damn, I'm tired looking at that combo.
Like everybody can hit you if they punch you in the face, but that don't mean they're a good character. You know what I mean? Like they're not.
True. That is true, man. I think for me, I'll definitely say Beerus. I think you said, if he kicks the orb, that you can't super that. I like that, but for me, I would say if he was like if he blocks your attack, they shouldn't go away. I think that's the lane part, bro.
Yeah, that's why.
I'm like, bro, like you especially because the startup on the when you pull out all 6 orbs is super slow.
Yeah.
Somebody's really got to choose this tappy, bro.
They make you block.
That is literally the dumbest thing. I'm like, that doesn't even make any sense, man. So that's like nobody, like, I'm not gonna even use this shit anymore because they go away too fast. So I'll definitely put Beerus down there. Of course, it's normal. Like I played Beerus, bro. Like I actually like try to put it time. I'm like, bro, this ain't gonna work.
Nah, it just
gonna work for me. But I'm not about to sit here and try to struggle with a bad character. It makes no sense.
It doesn't.
Another character I have to say, it breaks my heart, man, because I'm a fanboy of Frieza, bro. I think Frieza is like, in this game. And I'm like, how did y'all mess up on Frieza? To me, it's so stupid, man. His fireball is trash.
Yeah.
he has a wasteful level 3. I think Golden Frieza is garbage. You know, I just got
it's a waste.
It's too. To me, it's like two situations. I mean, even the buffs are cool, but it's kind of like, why would I want to waste 3 bars on that, bro? Like,
right.
I don't, because
my only thing that kills me about that is that you can only use it one time, period.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, it's so stupid. Like, y'all make it seem like he's a god or something, bro. I'm like, dude, it's Golden Freeze. I mean, it's a waste of bar.
It is.
Yeah, I mean, him not having like an aerial 2H is stupid in my opinion. Where you can kind of continue, but I don't like his design. They made him like a zoner. I'm like, bro. I mean, that shit's kind of lame to me, bro.
That's whack.
It breaks my heart that he's terrible in this game. Like, I mean, I know you got people like Alucard New York that use him, man. What's my other? It's another guy I watch on YouTube. I can't think of his name, man.
There's a Japanese guy named Tachikawa, I think, that plays.
Yeah, I was just thinking of him. Yeah,
Tachikawa does it.
They make the character look good, but the character has a lot of shortcomings, man. You definitely have to build around him. Definitely need the beam assist so you get the disc loops and all that shit out. So, but he's just like, if he's by himself, it's over.
You're dead. You're dead.
Yeah, like the easiest strings to block, man. Like, it's terrible, bro. Like, he's terrible. And I probably say Krillin. Like, Krillin to me is like the only character I really haven't played a match with in this game. You know what I'm saying? And I took him in the lab. I'm like, he got some cool cells with her, but he's a waste of time, bro. I think he had to be in the game because he's an OG. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like, damn, man, he's just not that good. I mean, to me, he's just not that good in this game. You can actually pick other characters, like you guys said. And just don't have to deal with those struggles that he has, of course, especially with his nubs, of nubs. My man going out nubs, bro. Like, he got amputated 4 times.
He got to hit you with the elbow. He cut off with the elbow.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's terrible. And then I'll definitely put like a Blue Vegeta like as an honorable mention. That character just seems like a waste, man. I just don't understand. Yeah. I think they should have waited until they got like the term of the power versions. You know what I'm saying? So at least they get like seemed a little bit different. With him having the self-destruct and shit. I think that would have been cool for him to have. But he's pretty much like a carbon copy of the other ones, just not as good. So
that's how you gonna copy a character and lose the skill? Like, that's crazy.
I think he's man, he's pretty terrible. All right, so I want to get you guys' comments on this because you guys know who Born Free is, right?
Yes.
He had a really good interview with Chris G, and I watched it. And Chris G said 2 things to me that kind of, not to me, but in general, that kind of popped out, And the first thing he said that Dragon Ball Fighterz is a game where the better player majority of the time wins. And he said that's you kind of don't really have that like in games like because people complain about Street Fighter 5 and other games are like that. But how do you feel about that? I'll start with you, Kaze. Like, do you feel like the better player always wins, majority of the time wins in this game like he's supposed to, or is it like
definitely? Because I mean, everybody and their mother plays Bardock. So I mean, what you really gonna say? Oh, my Bardock is better than yours? No, every Bardock's the same. They just press 5L at a different timing, and they all lariat at different timing. So I'm pretty sure the better Bardock wins that matchup. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
So I mean, when you have a game where like everybody has at least 1 to 2 top tiers on their team, I feel like the better player is the one that wins. Like, there's not really much you can do about it, Like, yeah, team synergy is important, and but I mean, like, team synergy will really only take you so far because, for example, what's a top player?
Nico Maki used to run the top.
Okay, yeah, Nico Maki. His team didn't really have. Okay, back when Cell, Bardock, and Kid Buu, the team didn't really have synergy outside of like double supers.
Right.
But they were top tier, and everybody and their mother played that same team. Obviously, the better player won that.
Yeah.
So it was like they all ran it in the same order. They all ran it. The only thing that was different were the colors. Like, that was it.
I'm talking about them early days of Dragon Ball. I was getting sick of watching that shit, bro. I like I was it was so stale and stagnant, bro. Cell Vegeta,
Vegeta insert character. Like,
I mean, it was just. I'm like, so although Gohan, Vegeta, I'm like, bro, creativity. But go ahead, my bad. I had to get that.
No, you could.
I was really annoyed by early Dragon Ball.
But yeah, it was just like after that, it was just like only the better player can really win, and it was like the only one who really wasn't on that train was Sonic Fox, and he did his own thing. He just put it into Bardock 16 shell, and everybody was basically running Kid Buu for the assist, as to where Sonic Fox was running Zamasu.
Yeah.
So it's like I feel like the better player just won that. And I think Sonic Fox really proved that with playing Zamasu, because everybody was like, oh, Zamasu is the better one out of the Fusion DLC because he has the 2L low. But then everybody was like, oh, Zamasu's bad. But Sonic Fox showed that Zamasu has mix. There are things you can do, just you have to work on it. And people just don't want to. It's the same thing with Base Vegeta now. Like, he's a good character. People just don't want to put the time into him.
Man. So, Zamasu, bro. I ain't want to talk about that. All right, man. My man Strawhat, man, what you think about that comment, bro? Like, do you feel like the better player always wins in this game? Or most?
Yeah, better player wins. And here's the thing, like, Chris G, he comes from Marvel. I used to play Marvel competitively as well.
Mm-hmm.
The better player wins in this game. And the reason why I'm sticking with that is because in Marvel, there's just a lot of janky stuff in that game to where, like, if you lose, it's kind of like, well, that's Marvel for you. I mean, I'm not saying like there's no skillful play or anything like that. Of course there is. I mean, it's controlled chaos, but it's still chaos at the end of the day. So it's like that you're going to run into situations in that game where if you get clipped by some backwards hitbox or some type of weird janky cross up from a disjointed hitbox, because Marvel is known for a bunch of disjointed hitboxes, then, I mean, well, that's how the cookie crumbles, and your character died for that. So coming from that into this game and stuff with, like, similar mentalities, I can definitely see that. Plus, on top of that, I don't know if, like, if any of y'all would disagree with this, but I feel like in general, there's no best team in this game yet. And reason why I say that is because it's like what Kazukii said just like made me think about it too, because it's just like, yeah, people were running like especially like Necromaki, he was running like you said, Cell, Bardock, Kid Buu. Those guys don't really have synergy together. They just 3 top tiers. But I mean, well, if you might, because Kid Buu, he can give synergy and stuff well, but it's nothing like how if you were to put like a base, I mean, not a base Goku, Super Saiyan Goku. Yeah, I was going to say like,
hold on, did you say
like, what am I talking about? Like, I
was like, Lord,
I'm going to say like a base
everything.
I'm like, whoa, wait, whoa. There's too many Gokus and Vegetas in this game, so
there's more coming. Believe that.
I know. But Super Saiyan Goku, it's nothing like putting in like Super Saiyan Goku on your team with 2 other strong characters, because then you just got amazing synergy. And plus, if that somehow doesn't work out, you got Super Saiyan Goku, who's still a really, really strong character. So I mean, I feel like there really isn't a set best team, because we have not seen a team that clearly dominates every major and stuff like we did with, like, in Marvel 3, where Chris G was running Morgan, Doom, Virgil, or a bunch of Zero teams, Zero May Cries or whatever, and it was just that was just definitively yeah, like
I remember that. I definitely remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, and those were like definitively best teams because you saw them everywhere. They were winning everything. There was nothing you could do about it. We don't really have that in Dragon Ball FighterZ. We have a lot of diversity, and we also have a lot of characters. I mean, don't get me wrong. We still got our top tiers, obviously, and we still got like our top teams, but we don't really have, I don't feel like we really have a definitive best team. Like no one can really, I don't feel like anyone can really sit here and say, oh, that's the best team. You will win if you pick that team. Like definitely, like no other team can compare. Or
I agree with that. I agree.
So that's kind of the reason why I agree with that.
Okay. All right, Zeke, man, what's your thoughts on this, bro?
My thoughts on it. I mean, I pretty much do agree that the better player does win, simply because one of the biggest reasons is how long the matches go. Like in Street Fighter 5, you know what I'm saying? Like you watch the grand finals, if there's a reset, this video is gonna be like 45 minutes long. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I love to watch some Dragon Ball. I love me some Dragon Ball. But damn, these games go on for so long. And the thing is, like, when something's that long, you can pick up on habits. You can adapt a lot quicker in a 3.5-minute game versus a 60-second game in Street Fighter 5, where you don't catch on to their corny gimmicks one time, and that's 60-70% of your character's health in that round. You know what I'm saying? And then you get hit with a couple straight hits, the whole round's over. Okay, they do that, run it back next round, game's over. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can get caught by some BS in Street Fighter 5 and die so quick. Same with Blaze Blue Cross Tag. You DP wrong one time, your whole game is right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you died off of accidental DP, you know, something. So, like, I do think that the better player wins, because it takes time to make people block, takes time to open people up. Blocking is an art form in Dragon Ball FighterZ. So if you can open somebody up, good job. You know, and it's so long that if you get hit by something, maybe 2 out of 3 games, 3 games out of 5, it was a good mix-up. Maybe you got to work on blocking that, and you don't have experience against it. But more often than not, yeah, better player does win, because you have so much time to adapt to it. So you gotta watch that. And if you're not adapting quick enough in that game, go back and watch the film. You gotta do something. You know, come back harder against that player next time. And it's kind of interesting, because at higher level, like, anybody can lose on any given day. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can see a tournament, Kazunoko can run through everybody. He can beat Sonic Fox. And we just saw the last tournament, Sonic Fox just clapped everybody, including Kazunoko. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of goes, you know.
Bad though, too,
man. He was like, it looked bad. It looked bad.
Yeah.
You know, and when Sonic can play, the thing was, when Sonic has lost in the past, he's like experimenting with teams, you know, but when he commits to a good shell, like Bardock at 16, 2 of the top 3 characters, and then inserts whatever, like I said, you know, that shows that he is, you know, probably pound for pound, like I'm using, you know, like boxing terms or whatever, but, you know, pound for pound, he's, you know what I mean? He's like the best player. And you just see certain people pull off stuff like that. Like, you know, it's like Sonic Fox, you know, Hook, who doesn't have to use the best characters in the game automatically to win. You know, he's made people believe that Piccolo is a good character. For a while, people were like, Piccolo's not that good. But Hook has shown otherwise. He's shown us the strengths of Piccolo. Kazunoko doesn't necessarily play the most optimal style, but he beats you anyways. You know, he beats you in crazy ways. You're like, that shit shouldn't have hit me, but it did, because it's Kazunoko. So, like, yeah, the better player does tend to win. And I totally agree with Chris G on that.
Yeah, I definitely agree with it, man. Just for all the reasons you guys put. I mean, I just feel like, you know, like, I think the best thing you said, Zeke, was just like the blocking, bro. Like, like, you really have to be on the game to be good at blocking in this game, because the high lows, the lows, like, it's so much shit coming at you
all the time.
Off a knockdown, bro. Like, that shit is scary. Man. It's scary. Like, you know, especially when I was watching Kazukii, man. I kept saying, commenting, like, bro, you do not want to be in the corner against 18. You cannot be in the corner against her, because you know, she's gonna call out 17, and then she's gonna wait for you to commit. And if you don't commit, she'll call another. So, I mean, it's dumb, and it's so hard to block, man. So
18's
yeah, but blocking is so tough in this game, man. Yeah, I know some, because to me, a lot of people, that's kind of gonna lead to our next topic. I mean, I want to save that, because he said another thing. He said this game is literally one patch away from being great. Like, he says, like, and we're not talking about characters, but we're talking about in-game mechanics. So I'm definitely gonna start with you, Zeke, on this one, bro, because I'm like, damn, that's a strong statement. That's a strong statement, bro. Like, one patch away. Give me 2 things you feel they need to, like, change game mechanic wise to make the game even better than what it is.
Number 1, I'm gonna say Super Dash, because that motherfucker is god tier. Like, you got to do something about Super Dash, because, like, there's no, if you just change that one mechanic, like, a lot of people, if they don't want to play neutral, they can just bam, you know, Super Dash, make you block and assist. Like Strawhat said earlier, he said that's a lot of the meta right now. It's like Super Dash assist. You know, like, that's why Sonic can either do a lariat assist with 16 or Super Dash assist 16, whatever. Do what you want to do. Just change Super Dash just a little bit. Like it's Dragon Ball Z, so you need that mechanic. You need a super dash somewhere in there. But make it start up a little bit slower, make it not track as well, because there's no way that you should be able to move a certain direction. Super dash will literally start this way, they teleport now they're the other way, and they hit you, and now they get a full combo on you. That's fucked up. Like, why? Why is that a thing? You know? And so they just need to fine tune that a little bit. I say fix super dash because it, I don't know, man, because like there's too many. I know it has a good mind game attached to it, but you need to change it just a little bit because it gives too many people free reign to just do crazy, just goofy shit that it just doesn't look right. Like there's no way super dash should do a hook. You shouldn't be hooking. You know what I'm saying? Like you shouldn't be doing certain stuff like that. So
they be side switching by yourself, bro. It's
crazy, man. It's a move, and the thing. See, the only reprieve I get, you know what I mean. The only thing that can redeem super dash is the fact that everybody can do it, and it's always crazy. So there's always a little variability of psychotic. You know what I mean? Just stuff happening on screen. So that's okay, I guess. But I say change it. And then second, I say change, you know, for one, do some more, you know, buffs and nerfs just a little bit, but everybody knows that part's coming. But I really want to say add more assists because just the fact that some people have a bad assist, like some people are used strictly for assists, some people aren't used because of their assist, even though they're an okay character. So if you give people decent assists, like Krillin has a Kamehameha, like I guarantee people like Krillin. You know what I'm saying? Like people actually like the character. He might like I've fought a couple of them that have dumb setups that I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. But because like I said, it's a 5-minute game, you have time to adjust. But you get hit by some goofy stuff. But he has a rock. Like rock or sensu bean. Like if you give this man a Kamehameha, I guarantee he's on some top player's team tomorrow. If you give, you know what I'm saying, you give I don't know, I'm trying to think. Maybe give Android 17, who has, you know, a barrier than beam, give him something. You know what I mean? Give just add more assists, add 2 more assists. Give you know, make if you're gonna make it Marvel a little bit, just go ahead and add in more assists. Make it Marvel all the way. Just go ahead and just give everybody like 2 or 3 assists. Give some more variability because some people don't use characters because their assists are bad. Bluku, like y'all said like a lot of people say he doesn't have a good assist. He has a worse assist in the game. Some people say, give him an extra option. You know what I'm saying? Like, make it his shoulder. You know, like I know that's still trash, but make it come from the other side. I don't know, fucking give guys something. You know, so just you know, so super dash, more assists. Along with some more balance patching because Bardock don't need that level 3 shit because that's crazy. He already has everything else, you know what I'm saying? So just add more assists, change super dash a little bit. In this game, I already love it, you know what I'm saying? It's Dragon Ball Z. So just change those 2 things. I think we're good.
All right, Kazukii, man, what you got, bro?
All right. So what I'm thinking that needs to be changed is the super dash tracking for a fact because I do have to agree that shit is god tier. Like
crazy.
I seen people like start up super dash, vanish, and when I tell you this boy makes the quickest U-turn, it is OD. I'm like, nah, can't do this. So I feel like that needs to get fixed. I don't feel like characters need 3 assists, but a second assist option would be nice.
Yeah.
Because for example, like the Krillin like rock or sensu bean or the Kamea is like, yeah, the sensu bean is nice to have, but when you can only use it 3 times, and there's more than a chance that Krillin's on point, so it's like very rare that you get to use the sensu bean anyway. He's gonna die. So I feel like if you had the Kamea, it'd be a lot better. Also, I would like the ability to choose the DHC that you use for characters. Like, for example, Goku Black's DHC, that shit sucks. But now, if you gave me Holy Light Grenade, I promise you I'll be putting Goku Black back on the team.
Yes.
Like, I'm telling you, if I could, because it irritates me how I want to play 18 Adult Gohan Goku Black, but I can't because if I do 18 into Gohan's level 1, into Gohan's level 1 again, my Goku Black whiffs. That's why I play Super Saiyan Goku, because I can't whiff that. I aim that shit up.
Yeah, true.
But if I had Holy Light Grenade, oh, you best believe he gonna get smacked. So, like, give me that, and like Goku Black will never leave my squad again. I promise you.
Yeah.
I feel like that needs to get changed. Aside from and one more thing, guard cancel into vanish. I feel like if you guard cancel, you should not be able to vanish because it is dumb when someone has 4 bars. They guard cancel into Bardock, vanish, and then boom, level 3, you're in the mix again.
That is T.
Yeah, that's
So,
true.
like,
Think about that.
Yeah.
like I feel like if you guard cancel, you should not be able to vanish because like I could do the same thing. I could vanish and then I could like guard cancel, vanish into 18, and then boom, now level 3. Now you got to eat the 17 mix. I feel like that shit's dumb. Like you should not be able to do that. Or the same thing with 16. You know how many times they're just gonna vanish and then boom, slam you into the ground. You're in the mix. Like I feel like if you guard cancel, you should not be able to vanish. I feel like you just gotta let it rock, reset the neutral, let it happen. Because if it gets baited, then you get punished. And you're gonna tell me if it works, you get out of pressure, and now it's your turn. Nah, it should not be that crazy. So aside from that, aside from those 3 things, I feel like the game is like on the right track.
Those definitely some good choices, man. All right, man, Straw man, what you got, bro?
I already love the game a lot, but I do feel like it's one strong patch away from being like the best. Like I don't feel like, yeah, it's on a strong patch, and I don't mean like because that don't mean like the game is bad or anything of the sort or just average. It's a really really good game. It's just like I said, it's one strong patch because I know like that they're kind of like, because I mean, from what it feels like I always said that this is the game that people would play Marvel 3 for if, you know, Marvel 3 wasn't Marvel 3. Because, you know, if you notice, what Marvel 3, a lot of people did not play the game because they did not want to die in one hit. You know, Dragon Ball Fighterz takes care of that. They don't like getting mixed up on incoming where the character comes in, so they can't play. Dragon Ball Fighterz solved that problem. They didn't make they didn't make sparking overpower because X Factor was pretty ridiculous. You can come back super easily with that mechanic. Sparking, I mean, you can still come back pretty strong, but it's nowhere near as powerful as X Factor. So I feel like with that, like it feels like a lot of issues that Marvel 3 had, they like typically avoided in this game. With that being said, though, I do feel like one of the changes I would like to see is more things that you can do mid-screen. And what I exactly mean by that is that I kind of want some more combo variety mid-screen. It feels like a lot of the characters, they follow same generic paths. And mid-screen, I mean, it feels like in the corner, everybody's super unique with their combos.
True.
But mid-screen is always like boom, boom, jump cancel, 2H, you know, back down, get them into the corner, whatever. That's the general way. I mean, obviously, some characters, they have different mid-screen variants and all that other stuff. But I would like to see, like, maybe a ground bounce or something added. Maybe, like, something in that regard to give, like, some more variety or maybe more OTG things.
I like that.
Instead of just base Vegeta's throw. Because I think that would be pretty cool to see some.
No, man, that would be fucking nuts, bro. I'm just trying to think.
Yeah, like make it so that like basically make it so that okay, if you hit a slide and knockdown and you do an OTG move, okay, now you launch them back up, but now the next knockdown you do won't be a slide and knockdown, but as a trade off or something like that.
But you still get more. He'll get way more damage on. All right, but you know this game scales pretty good. So go ahead.
Yeah, so I'm not worried about that either. Another thing is just more team options. And what I mean by that is I want more assists, more DHC options. I feel like this game should probably have 3 assists. And the reason why I say that is because they can make it where every character has a long range assist, close range assist, and then like some type of gimmicky assist. Like if you give all those 3 things to every character as an assist option, I think you will have a lot of variety. Because like Zeke said, you can give Krillin a beam, and like half of everybody would pick Krillin up. And because it's like, okay, the beam, I mean not the beam, the rock is kind of gimmicky, sorta, a little bit. So I would make that like his gimmick assist, make the beam Krillin's long range assist, and then make Solar Flare his close range assist.
Oh yeah.
That would be kind of dope.
Shit, I'd play Krillin then. Shit.
Yeah, hell yeah.
and then like I said, you can do that with like every character in the game. Maybe with Team Gohan, maybe give him an assist only move for his long range assist, since he doesn't have many long range moves. But either make those something that you choose, or make those something that you can do while in game, like Blaze Blue. But I mean, I honestly could not see that happening, so I'm just gonna stick with 3 assists that you could pick.
Yeah.
And also, like I said, with the whole team thing, that also means the DHCs, because, like Kaze said, the DHCs on this game are pretty linear. So they're pretty limited. So you have to pick teams that really cater well to each other, which kind of limits the diversity of teams a little bit. Even though we are seeing a lot of like colorful teams and a lot of different teams, we can still see even more if we had just, more DHC options. Some characters, they don't have like some characters like what's a good example? I'm gonna just say Kid Buu. So like, and Vegito actually. So you know how Vegito has a ground super and he has an air super.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe do like, how you can hit the assist button for Vegito's sword, DHC, or assist back for level 3. Well, make it so that like some characters with air supers hit assists up, and then they'll do their air assist, DHC into the air assist or something. Right. I feel like that would be a little bit more likely. And then, but I feel like they also would have to give some characters more supers to give more DHC options. Like Adult Gohan, he only has literally 1 super. So if they give him like another super that he can DHC into, then he'll be you can do that. On top of that, I have like the honorable mention would be to nerf Super Dash.
That's high on everybody's list, bro. I think it's a little bit powerful. And it's crazy because shout out to Kate. He actually told me this too. He said like Super Dash at low level is people use it a lot because they don't really understand the game. You kind of get like in that mid tier, kind of where I'm at. Like you kind of know not to Super Dash full screen. It's because people are going to like punish you. And then when you get the high, he said Super Dash is actually really, people do it a lot. in the upper tiers. I'm like, that kind of doesn't make it. But he said they do it a lot because they don't expect you to do it a lot because of where you at. So it kind of makes sense. It makes it more powerful. That's why I think Kaze does it so much.
Yeah.
Because he got Yam to assist like right behind you. So he's gonna get mixed, bro. He's gonna get hit by the Super Dash. He's gonna get hit by the assist. Where if you block the assist, he's gonna mix you up. So yeah, I definitely Super Dash is crazy, bro. They got to do something about that, man.
Yeah,
especially up close too, because when someone Super Dashes at you, not when they're close to you, it's that much harder to react to. So
true. That is true.
So, yeah.
I definitely I think for me, man, I mean, I think Vanish needs to be negative, bro. I don't understand why. I don't even know if it's positive. It might be 0. I just feel like if you do that move and I block it, like you should be able to like hit me. I never really understood that concept playing this game.
It's a little plus. It's plus when you cancel the landing frames into a normal. It's neutral if you don't. If that makes sense.
Okay, yeah, but I just feel like if I block it, because I know in the air, like if you vanish in the air, and I block it, I know I can punish you, but like if we're both on the ground and you vanish and I block you, like you shouldn't have no advantage at all. I think that's like a get out of jail free card, but for some players, and I just don't like that. Overhead, those need to be negative, bro. I don't understand. Like sometimes to this day, I've been playing this game since launch. I'm like, how did this guy do this? A light, not people do it light, medium, and then they do the overhead or whatever. And I'm like, how are they hitting me? Like I'm like, that should be my turn. You know what I'm saying? Because the overhead shouldn't be able. You shouldn't be able to do anything after the over. It should be negative, negative, negative. I think they really need to kind of look at that, bro. Because to me, it's just stupid. Because then you get into the whole mixed with advantage. Like, okay, I know they're gonna try to hit me, so I'm gonna try to reflect, and then they're gonna know you're gonna try to reflect, so they dragon rush you. So it's just like it's a lot of shit you have to think about that you shouldn't have to think about. Like, I know if I block this, I should win. You know, so that's the whole point. You know, so I that's like one of my biggest gripes with the game are those two, and of course Super Dash. It's on the list, but not too high. I definitely like the whole assisting, having multiple assists. I've been saying that since jump. I mean, it makes no sense for like this. Imagine Do Gohan having the beam, bro, Masenko, bro.
Oh man! Oh no!
He gonna be.
See, now I'm regretting the whole multiple assists.
Scratch that.
Never mind.
Yeah.
He's gonna be.
Why you say that, Chuck?
Now you know what? Screw that. His long range assist is gonna be his key blast. Forget that. Yeah, like.
Nah,
yeah.
So it'll definitely. So I do feel like the game has opened up since the patch. I've said that many times too. Like they've done, I think they did a good job for the most part, except for Bardock, you know. But to open up the game, though, they definitely opened up the game because when you watch, you know, these tournaments, man, or just in general, like there's a lot more characters being played now. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's kind of what you want. So I definitely agree with Chris G. I think, man, it's like just one patch, just fix some of the bullshit game mechanics, not character wise, just game mechanics, and try to Okay, let me ask you this real quick. This quick for everybody. Sparking. Should they even touch that? Or is it the way it is?
I think it's fine. I'm cool with it. Like I'm cool with it because like you just have to learn like what changes it. Sorry to just take the reins. My bad. I think it's all right because like you know you only get one a game. You know what I'm saying? And like in what it makes you more plus in certain situations. It's a really good comeback mechanic. You can use it early to save a character for the trade off of it not lasting as long. So I think it's okay. I think it's fine. It's terrifying. You know what I mean? Even if it's like, oh, they just did it, they popped it to save their first character. That's still 7 seconds that they have to beat the hell out of you. So like, I think it's all right. I think it's cool.
Kazukii. All right. Strawhat.
I think sparking is fine for the most part. I mean, sparking is so versatile. Like you can use it, like Zeke said, you can use it to save a character. You can use it to come back. You can use it to kill. You can use it like any means, and then on top of that, sparking opens up new mechanics for every character. So it makes characters more creative and stuff. Makes you able to do more things. Like I think sparking's fine the way it is. Honestly, maybe I don't know. Like I think I said at one point maybe level 1 sparking should be slightly like a second longer or something like that. But even then, it doesn't really matter to me. I think it's pretty much fine the way it is.
All right, cool. Okay. All right, so let's
buddy go on.
All right, so let's get to this last topic, man, before we get out of here, man. DLC Season 2.
Oh,
who do you guys want to see in Season 2, man? I'm gonna start with my man Strawhat this time, man. Strawhat, man. Who give me like 3 characters you want to see in Season 2?
Just 3?
Just 3.
Okay. So Janemba, that's one. I want my boy Janemba. I need the teleports. I need the dimensional punch. I want him to have the move that he did when he was fat against Goku, when he was punching where he made a dimensional portal and he punched through it and his fist came down on Goku in multiple directions. I want that move. I want like I'm praying that like because I'm in like when season 2 hits and we get new characters, I want a better version of Goku. And I know that's probably selfish to say, but I want a better version of Goku. I want a better version of what Goku brings to my team. Because I do want a slightly easier time to open up people. But that's just on my selfish wish list. Okay. Yeah, like basically I want you to have a beam with the 2L, great DHC synergy, all that.
All right, cool.
The second character I want, let me see. The second character I want would probably say Roshi. Master Roshi.
Oh my God.
No.
I'm so tired of fucking hearing Roshi. Like, people was killing. Explain to me why you want Roshi, bro. Because I'm sorry, bro. This character.
I don't. Go ahead, bro. Well, I don't know about everybody else's reasons. I don't know. But
please let me.
But me personally, I've always loved Dragon Ball, like just the original Dragon Ball. Mm-hmm. I even like in some ways like it more than Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super, because it was a time of like it's not about who's necessarily stronger. It's about like the techniques. Like you notice, like in Dragon Ball, the techniques were hyped up super high, and like all that other stuff. So that's one of the reasons. Like and Master Roshi, he has an array of techniques that he can use in Dragon Ball FighterZ that I can see be implemented well. He has Mafuba, and that could be something unique within itself. Like Mafuba, he has hypnosis. Like he can put people to sleep. He has a move that like it's like a thunder move where he like holds you in place and stuff. Okay. He also has like the original Kamehameha. He can transform, be buff, and like all the like Master Roshi just got usually. Oh, and I don't know if you've been I don't know if any of y'all read the Dragon Ball Super manga, but he has. Yeah, like Master Roshi has some signs of Ultra Instinct, like some Ultra Instinct. It's not like prominent. It's not like Goku's Ultra Instinct, but he was using it because he was like showing Goku like there's a way for you to beat Jiren without needing just power. And he's like, let me show you something. And he walked up to Jiren. Jiren tried to punch him, and Master Roshi was just dipping everything, and everyone was like, he's not faster than Jiren. How is he doing that? It's like he's using Ultra Instinct, but it was a weaker version of it because eventually he did get hit and he got knocked out. But
that's all bad writing. But go ahead, bro. That's just stupid as well.
like Jiren he knocked him out the ring eventually because Roshi fucked it up. But he was, but then as he was falling out the ring, he was looking at Goku like, that's Ultra Instinct, my G. Then he got knocked out. Like Roshi just got a lot of things that he can do. And then like he's just got a lot going for him. And I will love, and also probably because Dragon Ball Super hyped up Roshi in the Tournament of Power, because I mean Roshi was beasting in that tournament. So probably that's why a lot of people.
I mean, he had a couple, but he wasn't really beat.
What? Right? He took out a whole. He practically took out a whole universe by himself. Like, bro, yeah, Universe 4, bro. They almost got soloed by Roshi.
Yeah, like Roshi, cool. He's OG. He's OG.
Yeah, like, and he's just the original, like Dragon Ball Super they did really well by Roshi, so that's probably one of the main reasons why you see a lot of people wanting him too. But that's my personal reason why I like Roshi. Like I've always liked Roshi. And then the third character, I'm probably gonna say is Kefla, because Kefla is a very cool character. We need more female characters for one. Kefla seems like the most logical choice because of popularity, and I love fusion characters.
And she's powerful.
Yeah.
Main reason.
Like she has a lot of flashy moves. So she would fit perfectly in this game. And you know, she's a fusion, and I like fusions. So I would like to choose her. That's why I would like to also have Gogeta and stuff too. But you know, I'm going to say Kefla.
Yeah, I just didn't Gogeta, bro. We don't even know what that character is. We seen it like for a minute. Like, I don't even know what the hell that character even do. I think.
Well, we actually going to see more of him because
he's gonna be in the movie. Yeah.
Yeah, like there's rumors. There's like mass amount of rumors that Blue Gogeta is going to be in the movie. So, I mean, and I always said too, like if at the end of the day they can just butcher some of his moves from GT as Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and just give him with Super Saiyan Gogeta, or other way around, vice versa, whatever. Because they did it with Kid Buu. I mean, if you notice, like 3 of Kid Buu's moves on Dragon Ball FighterZ belong to Super Buu, actually. So. You know, but it's whatever.
No, I feel it, man. I think for me, I definitely want Kefla. I think Kefla is like probably one of the best characters in Dragon Ball Super. I just love how she was, bro. She was just badass. She was powerful as hell, and she was giving Goku that work until she caught that Kamehameha to the face. It was just godlike. It was godlike, bro. It was godlike. I'll never forget. That made me a Goku fan for like 2 minutes. You know? For real, it did like 4 times. I'm like, damn.
Boy.
Oh, yeah, I definitely want. You know, it's funny, man. And I said this in my video. Like, I definitely want Ultra Instinct Goku. I just feel like
I do too.
Be in this game, like he's too like that form to me made Goku badass again, bro. Because I never like Super Saiyan Guy was kind of trash and.
Whoa, calm. Simmer down.
Yeah, Super
Saiyan there he is.
Oh, see, he'll come back for that. He can't let you disrespect Super Saiyan Guy.
Was kind of
yo,
trash,
that is hands down my favorite transformation.
I'm saying this garbage. I ain't like that one. But I think Ultra Instinct would be so cool. Now, I was kind of like tugging. I'm like, dude, I want Master. I feel like, man, I don't. To me, Master will be a little. I think when Ultra Instinct is perfect for Goku to be in this game, man. I think it was man. That music, man. That you already know it's about to go down.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it was so epic. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely want that. And I say the last one. Man, it's man. Either Janemba or Deborah. I don't think both are going to come, but I think either one will be good. I do like Janemba a lot. I think he's very creative in his design, and his whole fight style to me will be so sick in this game. Having the actual teleport would be like badass. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And like you said, but I think Deborah is like my man Wavy always said Deborah. I'm like not in the original roster, bro. Like later on. You know, I think he should be there, but I think it's other characters that need to go in before him. But I do think Deborah is very strong, in my opinion, man. It'll be kind of cool to have him, man. But Kazukii, man, give me your top 3 DLC characters you want.
Top 3 DLC?
Yes, sir.
Okay, if the rumors are true on this Dragon Ball movie coming out, I definitely want Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta.
All right.
Second, I want Jiren just to see how many D Riders are out there.
Bro, you know everybody's gonna have Jiren on their team.
Exactly.
I mean, the man is just literally power, bro.
And lastly, definitely Kefla. She's such a dope character.
Yeah.
Like I feel like every move she had. If we can't get Kefla, I definitely want Khalifa because Kale is like whatever. We have Broly already.
We already have Broly. Yeah.
So it's like, but Khalifa, at least she's pretty cool.
Bro, I don't understand why was people hating on this character, bro. It makes no sense, you know. But
well, there's a lot of reasons why people don't like Khalifa and Kefla. No, a lot of people don't like them just because of how they kind of bulldoze their way into being like top tier within the Dragon Ball Super lore.
Top tier though. I mean. With Super Saiyan 3 is the highest she got. I mean, that's weak now. Like nobody even care about that no more. And Kel,
yeah.
Kel was kind of like more like she kind of was like, what the fuck? I think Kel was like, more what the fuck than Khalifa, bro. Yeah, so I kind of agree with that, man.
Well, yeah, it's just that how they were hyped up. Like, I mean, even Kale, like okay, people were mad that Kaba, okay, he became Super Saiyan, and all Kale, I mean, and all Khalifa did when Kaba was trying to teach her Super Saiyan, she was like, "Oh, isn't it just a tingle and feeling like the tingle feeling within your back or something like that?" And she was like, "Oh yeah, like boom, and Super Saiyan." It's like, yeah, okay, what's next? And then Super Saiyan 2 on accident, and then you know, Kale is just like,
Yeah, she's
you know, yeah, she's like, F it, I'm gonna just look just as strong as Super Saiyan Blue when I fight Goku, even though I'm not actually this strong. But
I guess that's bad writing, bro. I'm not even that was just bad writing on their part.
Yeah, I mean, the best explanation to that too was just that Goku was just holding back, because you notice when Kale got to him after that Kamehameha didn't work, and she like threw Goku or whatever, and like she did that blast, Goku got back up and he didn't even think about her. He was still looking at Jiren like, yeah, okay, she's cool. Oh, but you, Jiren, where you at? Like,
All right, Zeke, man, go ahead, man. Give me the top 3, fam.
All right, this one, I'm gonna save my number 1 for last, because like this one's not gonna surprise you. I think I talked about this before. Number 1, we already talked about this dude. I already had this top 3 picked out even before, but it obviously is a good top 3 because y'all have like hammered out a few of the same ones. So Super Janemba, he has to come in like a mix of Kid Buu and Trunks. Like, two of my favorite characters are already on there. He has to be like both of them plus the teleports. You know what I'm saying? Like, he has to have stretchy limbs. He has to have a sword. He has to have all the wacky stuff. I need it.
Annoying as hell, bro.
It sound hot tier. Like, he don't need a low too well. I don't need that. I don't care. So super excited, super pumped about that one. We need him. I feel like we have to get him at some point. Second, Kefla. I mean, Kefla, we need a female Vegito that's just obnoxious, that's strong, a girl chick that can bully you. We already got the mixed character, and we already got the female mixed character in Android 18. We need a girl that can bully you. We need somebody who annoys everybody like Vegito does. They got the fusion voice, just talking shit the whole time. We need that. And best for last, Kazukii, bro. I'm sorry, but I need Jiren, man. I need Jiren in this game. I need him. He's my top 3 favorite Dragon Ball lore characters. I don't care. Like he's number 2 behind Vegeta. I need this character, bro.
So you're that guy. I need a body.
I'm a part of that crew. Yeah, we had this rivalry the whole time. You see how we got the rivalry now.
What about What about Jiren's lore excites you though? Because he's basically like a Sasuke, like a Dragon Ball.
It's ironic because I'm a Sasuke fanboy. That's the thing. So I don't deal with copycats. All right, I'm like, nah, messing with that.
Right. Here we go. I was gonna do a whole video on this. I don't even need to. I get to drop the knowledge right here. Right. So everybody likes Batman, but they can't like Jiren. Everybody loves Batman. They're saying, oh, he ripped off Batman's story. Everybody loves Batman, but Jiren is literally one more step of trauma past Batman. Like, Jiren watched his folks get smoked, and then he went and got some folks to help him, get ready to beat this person. His whole cause was about this, about getting revenge, getting redemption, or not redemption, getting revenge for his parents, avenging his parents. They try it, and most of the crew dies. So he's like, now we have to get revenge for them too. Let's go. And the same people that were lucky enough to survive, that Jiren would have gone and risked his life to avenge again, they said, nah, son, we good. So, like, imagine Batman goes to fight Darkseid with the Justice League. Most of the Justice League gets smoked. And then he's like, no, we have to go back. We got to get stronger. Got to go. And then the rest who's left, like Aquaman and Martian Manhunter, are like, nah, son, fuck you. Go do it by yourself. Like this is the family that he didn't get to have before. This is his new family. He wants to avenge his blood family. They say no. Now he's lost that, and all in the face of somebody just being stronger. So he realizes, like, he trusted these people. He worked his life with these people. He did all this stuff with this, with this new family of his, and that bond wasn't enough because another person is simply strong enough to beat you. Like, y'all didn't trust that. Y'all didn't trust in each other's strength to take care of this person. So they just left Jiren out in the cold. So he's like, fine, then I guess if strength is enough to you know, break the bonds of love that I built with these people, break this teamwork, break this familial bond that I built with these people, I guess I have to be the strongest. I guess I have to do it myself because clearly strength is better than everything else. So he does it all on his own, right? And goes to show, you know, Goku's the opposite of that. Goku gets his strength from his friends. So, you know, that's the whole point, is to show that if you draw your strength from a cause such as your friends and family, you can always get the edge on doing it by yourself. So I understand why Goku and them had to win. But Jiren's story is a little bit deeper than that. Because if everybody wants to love Batman for being this traumatized kid who, you know, I'm not going to take away from watching your parents die because that's crazy. But like, they want to say, oh, he just got the superhero treatment. Sure. But everybody loves buying up some Batman shit. You know what I'm saying? They love buying up all this other stuff. But Jiren's is
low tier, by the way. But go ahead.
Who you said? You said Batman's low tier?
He's definitely low tier.
Yeah, yeah, Batman getting smoked free, but you know, like if other people were allowed to love Batman for his backstory, why? How come Jiren can't have the same amount of depth that isn't presented to you in a 30-minute episode where it's like, oh yeah, look, he has this, and this. Like all you need to know is that his family was lost. He built a second family. That family turned on him too. So he realizes the main way to get through everything is with strength. Now, I like the anime. I like the anime backstory more than I like the manga backstory. The manga backstory is he wants to wish back his mentor because his mentor never officially told him like, all right, I believe in you as my successor. Yeah, okay, that seems like he got low-key got like some kind of like daddy issue there. Like whatever, it's cool, but I like the anime one more. There is depth in that character, and like he'll come. You know, he's not gonna have a low too well. He's gonna have command grabs. He's gonna have armor. He's going to have a Wadida. He's going to blast you into the sky, turn around and watch you explode. He's going to have all of that. You know what I mean?
Did I ever tell you guys why I don't play Tien or Krillin?
Why?
Because they're bald?
Because they're bald. Exactly.
You don't like bald? Oh, come on.
So now, just so you know, Jiren is 100% bald. I will smoke him, bro.
Bald as shit.
I've never heard that.
We discriminating against bald people out here.
I'm just saying, you know how many times I could put Tien on my team? My team would be godlike, but I refuse to play him because he's bald.
I'm gonna be like 55.
Don't you understand?
By your avatar too. By your avatar, it should be well known that you like full-headed characters. Like,
right. Yeah, nah, bro.
You gotta play Gotenks. He got the most hair in the game.
Exactly, bro. Like, yo, they gotta have the swag with the hair, you know? Because I mean, like, I could play Tien, my team would be top tier. You know how many times I look at the cast and I'm like, damn, Tien's assist is like really good, and I could do level 1 into level 3 with like anyone. But why would I put myself through the stress of playing a bald character? If I look good, I play good. I don't want to look bad and then play bad.
Tripping. Look, I gotta be the Jiren main. I have to be the Jiren main. Like, I want to be the best Jiren in America. That's the goal. Like, y'all, I'm a Jiren man right now. Y'all know that
the best Jiren main in America. Keep playing with me.
We gotta do it, bro. Like, we gotta do it.
Bet we in there.
We in there because I gotta be the Jiren man.
Jiren comes out, Zeke is gonna be looking at all the breakdown videos, all everything. The combos, and like all
on Twitter. Like, look at this shit.
Hey, hold on.
Wait, it depends. If you play Jiren, are you playing Bardock?
I'll play any team that needs Jiren to succeed on it. Like, it doesn't matter what team it is. I'm gonna make sure Jiren is optimal.
All right, I respect it. Still gonna smoke you, but I respect it.
That's fine. That's fine. I gotta until Jiren putting them hands on you. I'm not happy.
Oh wow, man! But nah, this has definitely been fun, you guys.
Yeah.
Definitely have fun. Definitely want to get you guys shout outs and outros before we get up out of here, man. I'm gonna start with my man Kazukii, man. Gonna get your shout out, bro.
All right, guys. So as you guys already know, my name is Kazukii Kaze. You guys can find me on Twitter. And if you guys want to have games, I'm always down for games and stuff. It's literally Kazuki_Kaze. If you guys see me at NLBC or even House of Chaos, just say what's up. I'm always I'm pretty friendly, but I'm also pretty shy. So, but if you ask me for games, I will never hesitate to give you guys games. I don't mind. That's about it. I don't really use YouTube and stuff like that. Unless you guys want tech for yourselves, then I'll post it for you guys just so you guys can see it. And Discord, you guys can find me on Discord too. So.
Yeah, I definitely got everybody's Twitter in the description, so you can go and follow those guys. My man, Strawhat, man, shout out, outro.
As y'all know, my name is Strawhat Mod. you can pretty much find me on nearly any social media. I'm on Twitter, Strawhat Mod. I'm on Instagram, Strawhat Mod. I got a Twitch, check that out. I'm trying to do some more on it as far as just going to actually just doing more Dragon Ball Fighterz content, doing FGC talk. Like, I like talking about the FGC, the future of it. I really like to be engaged in those kind of things. So, check that out. I got a YouTube too as well, Straw Hat Mod. And on Facebook, you can find me. It's my actual name, though. It's Jaylon Farr. So you can find me on there. But yeah, I'm also really friendly. I'm open to any games. And, if you need any help or if you want, advice or just to play, just hit me up.
I respect that, man.
I got Twitch too.
Zeke.
All right. So you can hit me up on Twitter at ZRZeke. It's going to be in the comment section or in the description, like Chuck said. He's going to put it up in there. And on that Twitter, you'll see like the link to my Twitch account that I just started recently building. So like I'm only at like 19 followers or 18 followers right now. I'm trying to get to 50 for affiliate status. So I'm gonna start working on that. So if you want to help the boy out, you can take a look at that. And when I finally get my PS4 fixed in the upcoming weeks, you'll see me go live. I'm gonna start doing more stuff on there, get a more consistent streaming schedule. I'll get a YouTube up eventually. I'm just trying to make sure I get the Twitch going first. Let's see. Of course, I'll be doing some Dragon Ball stuff. I'm gonna start doing like analysis videos on like games that I win or lose. If I end up beating like another a good player, I'll put an analysis on what I was thinking, and if I lose, what I was thinking that made me get my ass kicked. Do stuff like that. So yeah, I'm always down for games too. So you can hit me up on Twitter. Well, obviously when I get my damn PlayStation fixed. But I'm always down for conversation. So if you got any questions about whatever, I'm happy to conversate with you.
Make sure you tell the viewers how you felt when Jiren gets smoked.
Oh my God. All right, bro. I'm gonna find a Jiren TOD to hit you with like day 2.
Kazukii versus Zeke, first to 10. Jiren versus what? Like, if Kaze wins,
already.
If Kaze wins the first to 10, then Zeke can never play Jiren again.
Bro, come on. I will retire from Dragon Ball day 1. I lose with Jiren the first to 10.
I wouldn't do that to him, but I'll let him rethink his life choices.
I gotta win. I gotta do it. Gotta do it for the Jiren mains. Shout out to TOA for having us on, because like it's always a good time with y'all. Through y'all, I've met so many cool people, so I appreciate that.
Yeah, so shout out to you guys, man. Thank you. This has been a blast, man. Just kind of gauging you guys on this game. Like I said, I love this game. I really do. I play this shit a lot. It may not look it like with my rank record, but I prefer sets. Against I play like a lot of people that's like better than me, and I try to learn and do stuff like that, man. So I will be hitting all you guys up, man, because I definitely like Kazukii. I'll play Kazukii. I was like, damn. Bro, I'm not close. What? I mean, I got completely obliterated, man. But it's cool. It's a learning experience, man. And I'm always down, man. But like I said, you guys, man, definitely check out TOA. We got one more tournament, man, coming up at December 8th. Soul Calibur. It was so fire the last time. They want to do it one more time before we go off schedule for the year. So make sure you guys go hit that up. The link is in the description, man. Go sign up for that. And that's
Soul Calibur tournament.
Yeah, Soul Calibur tournament, man.
I don't play Soul Calibur. Sorry, guys.
we had like almost like 33 people in that last. It was crazy, man. It was definitely a 2-day tournament. But anyway, man, we about to get up out of here, man. Again, shout out to all the my fellow guests, and we'll get you guys next time, man. We out. Peace.
Laters.